What is up, San Antonio Spurs fans? Welcome to TSR Sports. Today we'll be doing a live play-by-play reaction scoreboard chat for the Utah Jazz, visiting our San Antonio Spurs. Spurs on a 2-game winning streak, and the Jazz, what appears the Jazz are putting in the soft tank already as Lauri Markkanen's been out for illness lately. So I think they're might be throwing in the towel already. Understandable. Spurs lost to the Jazz last time they met, so we need some revenge. And looking here, they give the Spurs a almost 91% chance of winning. I think it should be even higher than that. Stefan Castle's in the chat. What's going on, Stefan Castle? Spurs fan, Tony. Wemby all the way. Noah. Fruit cup? That's healthy. I wish you were Stefan Castle, but I highly doubt you are in the chat when you have a game in like 9 minutes. But thank you for stopping in, Stefan Castle. Random, what's going on? It's tuning in from Scotland. Pies on Cakes. Dreamer, what's up? Shout out to Atlanta for the clutch loss earlier. Okie dokie. Dontham765, what's going on? Tony, how was the game live, by the way? Were you nervous the way that played out? Go Spurs, go. You're in the locker. We need to make a trade. We need trade. A lot of people want Trey Murphy, Daniel. I don't think he's the answer. What are your thoughts on Wemby being an all-star? Congratulations to him. Greg, what's going on? Miss TSR, the fair long distance. She's not that long distance away. She's 15 minutes, but she's not here. Corbry, what's up? Gooseby. Spurs fan. Winfred, Bald. Well, the Bald brothers, I don't know if they have an official nickname yet. Wemby and Keldon, since shaving their heads. The Spurs are 2-0. Bus Insider, what's going on? I was nervous too. Let's not say there's no way. No, Texan Swarm, she's working. I think she's probably going to work till 6 o'clock today, so no chance she's coming over today. Yes, grant me revenge. You've not listened to me how? The hell with you. When a relationship, 15 minutes might as well be 15 hours. Jeez. All right, Phil, I mean, yeah. I guess I see your point. No, so what I don't want the Spurs to do today is get into one of those trap games where they overlook their opponent, and I don't think that's going to happen, but we have seen it happen the last few years where the Spurs play down to their opponents. No Lauri Markkanen. I think the starting lineup for the Jazz will probably be Cody Williams, Kyle Filipowski, Ace Bailey, Keontae George, and Isaiah Collier. It's a lot of young players. The Spurs should win on paper. Should. The Alamo Domes. Okay. Carlos, what's going on? 30 and 13 sounds good to me. Faded, what's up? Lauri Markkanen out with an illness. Walker Kessler out with a left shoulder injury. He had surgery early this year. He's done for the season. George Niang is out with his left foot, which is also a movie, right? My left foot. And Bryce Sensabaugh's out because he is. I didn't see why he was. There was a Wolves fan booing in my ear. Oh, boy. Greg? I have no idea who to root for. I don't want to see the Patriots in the Super Bowl again, but I have a feeling they're going to be because the Denver Broncos lost their starting quarterback, and aren't they in the AFC Championship this weekend? That's not good. Area 51, what's going on? It's Markkanen's illness load management. It's Lauri Markkanen's illness is the Utah Jazz tanking syndrome. What's up, RBT? Somebody's going off? I hope so. Beavis, what's thank you for stopping in. Acidic Fruit, Mr. T. I pity the fool. Veronica says, Rich, happy Monday. Let's go Spurs. Hopefully you guys were all off today for the holiday, either work or school. I was off as well. Tried to do my best to get a new song recorded for the channel. Evan, what's going on? Ernie, go Victor, go. Holiday, Texas Swarm, MLK. All the games are games throughout the day for the NBA today. I tried to sing a new song, and the vocals were just not hitting, so I'm going to try to redo it in a couple days. The vocal style I was doing, I'm like, no, that's not working. You got to know when to hold them and know when to fold them. You plan to go to Evan? Not this season. Probably not. Frank, good luck with your pet. I work at my classes start tomorrow. Veronica, I didn't know you were in college. What year are you in? Are you in 2, 3, 4, 1? The Bills fired their head coach. Man, the Bills are a disaster. Nice and Furnace. I think I used to get time and a half when I worked holidays, but I'd rather just have the day off. I was working on the New York Giants coach song, and I originally started trying to do it in a kind of like an 80s metal voice, and it turns out my voice doesn't work like that, and it sounded off tune or off key. So then I tried a mix between a low, deep typo negative voice and a death metal growl, and that worked better, but it didn't quite work in the mix. So, that's one of those things too, is what I do like about the music program I'm using, which is Audacity, if anybody cares. I have the audacity to use Audacity. It's a free program. I find it is an very easy to use digital audio workstation. It's easy to edit and move things around and redo tracks, etc., as opposed to the thing I used to use. So a lot of times, the first take or second take is not what I use. I just kind of almost consider them practice tracks, demo, scratch tracks until I get the sound I want. Try sounding like Fear Factory. Yes, Faded, I use Audacity. I know Reaper is very popular, but Audacity is very simple for what I'm using. San Antonio Spurs wiener today. Okay, Max along. Go Spurs, go Christopher. Well, try not to spam it. Don't put it in there too much or you'll get timed out. Just putting that out there. Do not spam. You're spamming. Christopher, last warning. No, this isn't in London. In London? Anybody get the reference? Marco, what's going on? Congrats to Wemby for the first French starter. Is he the first French starter? Tony never started an All-Star game? I knew Wemby was announced a starter today. I didn't know he was the first French player ever. Faded, I did use Reaper to record guitar parts, but it seemed like there was a bit of a learning curve, and the way I'm doing music now, I didn't want a learning curve. Mike, what's going on? Thank you for stopping in. That was a Friends reference. Yes. Nicely done, guys. Three Beards, what's going on? My old band from 2007 to 2008 is getting back together. We're recording our individual parts and sending them to our lead guitarist to mix. I'm building a vocal booth in my... No kidding, Phil! Awesome! Yes, Gribbler, revenge. So for those that don't know, I used to play everything. Guitar, bass, drums, and then do the vocals. And I just don't have time for that anymore. Especially if I want to get a song up real quick within a week. So I am using Suno as an assist, as in it's making the music. I do the vocals, I do write some of the lyrics, and always write the chorus. I want the chorus to be me. But it's not as easy just clicking a button. I usually have to redo the song 5 to 10 times so I get what I like. Then I download all the stems, and I remaster the song so that I can mix and match my favorite parts or the parts that sound the best. And, some of the songs I will play guitar part, and what's cool is you can put it in there, and it'll just remaster. I don't even have to put it actually in through Suno. I can just put it in through Audacity and have my own guitar parts. So it speeds things up. Just trying to play everything at this point in my life with 2 YouTube channels, a girlfriend, and a job just isn't possible. My producer's me. It's me. I'm doing everything still. Writing the song or writing most of the song, singing the song, putting it together. It's still me, so doing everything. So that's why I've gone from recording, playing everything, which you guys have heard in the past. The older songs, the most popular song I think is the Rage Against the Machine cover, where I'm singing about Wemby, passing the ball to Wemby. That's me playing everything. That's 2 guitar parts, a bass, a drum, and vocals. That takes time. Tony, had fun. I'll be back in postseason. Back to see a game. Castle 30 bombing coming. That'll be nice. How much do you think Wemby will drop tonight? Depends on the game. This should be a blowout, but I'm going to say 25. I can write you a reggae song. Now, I don't know if I could do reggae, Mike, but I did do a Motown song on the channel, the Wemby We're Missing You. So I'm not opposed to branching out. I've also rapped a little bit on the channel this year. That's the one nice thing about using the Suno program is it can have me step outside of my box because I don't normally write rap or Motown or I'm mainly just a metal guy. So it's been a lot of fun. It Kills, what's going on? Thank you for stopping in. Rich, the one man. Yeah, Tax, one man since 1997. I honestly want to get 3 blocks tonight. Beyond the Box asks who my favorite guitarists are. I'm going to say Randy Rhoads, Eddie Van Halen, Dimebag or Diamond Darrell, depending on your preference. I'm going to put an odd one up here, but he was hugely influential on me. Carlos Cavazo from Quiet Riot, because Quiet Riot was the first metal band I got into. And also because I've played a zillion of his riffs, I'll probably say James Hetfield. Even though he's not a lead guitarist, he's a fantastic, phenomenal rhythm guitarist, and he's wrote a lot of amazing riffs with Metallica. Yeah, Three Beards, I know some people don't like it. It is what it is. It's what I have time for. But I don't use... The only song on the channel that's... Actually, there's no song on the channel that's 100% AI. The Baby Yodi song, I do sing background vocals on it. I was just wondering that too. Why is Carter Bryant speaking? You know what? Let's get those thumbs up to 100 if we can before the game starts. Carberry says, be nice to put away. Yes, we do have a game tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern, so back-to-back. Bailey, Williams, Nurkic, the guy's name that I can't say, Mia Hollick, and George are the starters, so that's not the starting lineup I was expecting, but here we are. Jazz messing me up again. Freaking Utah. Devin Vassell is still out. Will I go live for the All-Star game? It depends. Oh, Carter did MLK speech, okay. Champagny, Barnes, Wemby, Castle, Fox are standard. It depends what's going on in the All-Star game. If we have any participants besides the actual All-Star game, if anybody's in the dunk contest, it sure as heck won't be Carter Bryant. Three-point shooting contest or the team challenge, maybe. We'll see. There's so little interest in the All-Star game these days that yeah. Game is starting now, Noah. No, Saul, I don't like games this early because it throws me off. And yes, Veronica, Mikey is the king of the hill. I'm used to 8:30 games, not 5 p.m. games. But remember, I mean, technically, I'm a professional musician too, Three Beards. I made some money off my music back in the day, selling CDs. I played for my church, playing guitar, bass, and drums. It's not like I'm can't play. It's not my job, but I loosely say professional, but I've played live and I've played obviously my own stuff. Jazz won the jump ball. Let's get a Yodi Boop though for good luck. You guys are right. We need a Yodi Boop. Boop. All right, let's go. We max of football. Good evening to you. Afternoon, evening. And as I looked away, the Jazz get the first bucket of the game. They are up 2-0, and hopefully that's the last time they're up today. Darren Fox with the ball for the Spurs. Lots of red and blue and green shoes on the court. Wemby with a baseline jumper, and Shaolin Wemby starting us off. All right, Wemby, I see you from here. Good morning, Aldrin. Wemby averaging 24.5 points a game, just coming off his 39-point performance. Nurkic, a little jumper on the paint, is no good. Of course, Ant went nuts and had 55 points against the Spurs. Ball's going to go out of bounds off of Wemby. I'd like to see us play really well today. Like, this is a Jazz team that's not good. No disrespect if there's any Jazz fans in the chat. But also are missing a lot of players, including our best player. TSR did. There's a pull-up jumper by, shoot, I don't know who that was. I got to get used to this Jazz team. I think that was Ace Bailey. My bad. Wemby for three down the other end. No good. Front rim backboard. Nurkic rebound. Thank you, Tony. Three Beards, I mean, it's the direction of the world, whether we want to admit it or not. My high Luke for three, what I don't want to do is put 100% AI songs up. I always want to have some part of me in the song, and we have a foul down the other end. I do have some old songs from 2017 that were produced really poorly now. I've put a couple of them through the program, and it's cleaned it up really nice. So I need to rewrite the lyrics, but... All right, Wemby's at the line for two. Yes, Rockets tomorrow night firing. Leroy, good evening to you. Kevin, what's going on? All right, I wouldn't mind a close game in the first half, and then the Spurs step on their throats in the third quarter. Just so I have something to call that's interesting for a little while. No marketing today, though, Gooseby. So I'd like to think that the Spurs... I don't want to see an easy win. No, not going to say. Not going to say anything. Let the game play out the way it's supposed to play out. Raider Paul, go Spurs, go to you. Wemby makes both free throws. Wemby has all four of the Spurs points, and I need to fix my scoreboard a little bit because I just realized Stephon Castle's falling off there. Let's move that up just a little bit. There you go, Steph. Now you're there. No walk. Daniel, thank you for stopping in. Can't see what's going on, and the ball's going to get passed out of bounds. And late foul on the Spurs. Thank you, Veronica. Wemby get a foul already? Does. Mitch with a look on his face. That's all I can say there. Eventually a blowout. Eventually. Nurkic with the runner in the paint, no good. Wemby with the rebound. Bonjour, Julian. Steph will bring it up for the Spurs. Steph into the paint. Throws it out to HB for 3. And he's Mr. 100%! Because he's 101 today. That's 100%. I'm going to call him Mr. 100% for now. He's been Mr. Lower percent for a while. Mihailuk with the ball. Tries to squeeze it into Cody Williams. Jazz still have the ball. Finally a pull-up J by Mihailuk is no good. Wasn't that the girl from Blossom, Mihailuk? Something like that. Steph with a turnover in the paint. I'm sorry, Steph. I didn't mean to flinch like that, but that's been all too common for him. Keontae George for 3 and hits his number. The Jazz are up 8-7. Spurs ball. Castle bringing up for the Spurs. Looks to drive into the paint. And he's going to get fouled by Cody Williams. All right, I got to switch one person. Filipowski's not in the starting lineup. All right. Switch that. Move you. Move you. I think I hear Olay chants in San Antonio. I do. Wemby's going to pull up for 3. There we go! Daniel, Fowler, what's going on? I would like to see Darren run the offense more and have, I've said it multiple times on the channel, have Steph play more off ball like he did at UConn. There's a missed 3 for the Jazz. It is Spurs ball. Steph will bring it up for San Antonio. Out to Fox. Fox back to, whoa, almost turned it over, but nice save by Steph. Over to Champagny for 3 from the wing. No good. Ball's going to go out of bounds, and it's going to be Jazz ball. 10-8 Spurs up. Right, we max it? Just pass the ball to Wemby. That would be, if I was Mitch, that would be my, my chalkboard. All right, play number 1. Get it to Wemby. Play number 2. Get it to Wemby. Play number 3. C1 and 2. That would be it. Jazz ball. I lost 2 out of the ball. There's 2 out of the ball. 4 on the shot clock for the Jazz. Keontae George is going to have to force a shot in the corner. He's going to, and he's going to hit the rim, but it's going to be Spurs ball after the Wemby rebound. Steph will bring it up for the Spurs, up 10-8. Gets it back to Wemby. Catch and shoot 3. Wemby! That's an area 51, by the way. Jazz immediately turned it over, and Steph just missed a 3 during that. Wemby with 10 points in the first 4 minutes. I said 25. I might have shot pretty low. There's a foul. And 1. Keontae George fouled and going to go to the line for 1 free throw. I don't know when Devin Vassell's coming back, Tony. How many games has he missed now? Is it 10 or 11? Wemby with a 50 ball. If the game stays close, and there's one reason I don't want to blow out right away is maybe we can have one. Well, I know we play tomorrow night too. I don't know. George at the line for 1. 50 before halftime. Okay, fair enough. Free throws good. 2-point game, 13-11, 7:54 to go in the first quarter. Appreciate y'all hanging out here on a Monday. Hope you had a long 3-day weekend like I did. Fox with the ball out in 3-point land. Fox looking to drive. A little crossover dribble. Stops, pops, and bounces around a few times and goes in. All right, Darren. What's up, Francis? Force feed Wemby. Not the worst idea. Jazz ball. George out in 3-point land. Drops it off to Filipowski, who's now checked in for the Jazz. Back to George. 8 on the shot clock. George in 3-point land. Over to Nurkic. Nurkic faced free. Drives in the paint. And missed a layup. He got by Wemby, but missed a layup. Castle on the run. Barnes for 3 in the corner. He's missed it 50% now. Missed it. Champagny sneakers glow in the dark. He might. Ace Bailey with the ball. First time I've said his name today. Looking for a screen, working on Harrison Barnes. Pulls up for, nope, passes it. Thought he was going to go for a 3. Nice job finding Cody Williams cutting back door for the layup. 15-13. Yeah, missed it 50%, Monkey. Juan, I think Wemby's going to get that 20 fine. I don't know about the rest of the guys. Wemby's going to take another catch and shoot. Oh my God! All right. Thank you, Smooth Break. There's a 3 in the corner for the Jazz, and that is no good for Kyle Filipowski. Ace Bailey with the offensive rebound. Wemby is on fire right now. 7 on the shot clock for the Jazz. And Nurkic's little jumper's good. 18-15, and now a timeout, and I got to think Mitch is going to be doing some substitutions. Still no Vassell. No Jacob. Wemby with a huge first quarter so far. 13 points. Andy, what's going on? Oh, yeah, it is 4:20 in San Antonio. It's 5:20 here in the East Coast. I want to, while we're in a timeout, I want to check on Vassell real quick and see how many games he has missed so far. It's starting to add up a lot. I'm going to pull up his game log. He hasn't played since December 29th, so he hasn't played this year. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is the 11th game he's missed. So he's been out for, last played December 29th. He's been out for 3 weeks. I mean, that was how long Dylan Harper was out. Wemby was out for a little longer than that. I hope he comes back soon. I hope he comes back. I know some folks aren't huge fans of him, but I hope he comes back. Arturo, what's going on? Wemby 13, Jazz 15, right? Cryptic Crusader, what's going on? It's 21-15. No, it's not. It's 18-15. I'm looking right at me and looking at ESPN. I'm not sure you're getting the 21 from my man. Granted, there's been a lot of issues with scoreboards lately. You guys remember the Spurs win the other night? Where it said it was tied at the end of the Timberwolves game. You guys are like, TSR, it's 126-126. I'm like, no, it's not. We won. You're like, no, it's tied. I'm like, the game's over. I'm watching it. That was a really weird night. What's up, Blue Demon? Show the game? I will. Sucker! Do you guys remember that, right? The Timberwolves game? That was odd to have so many saying the Timberwolves tied it, and I was like, no, I'm watching the game. What's up, Zach? Thanks for stopping in. Go Spurs? You know what? Let's put a Go Spurs go. Yeah, I saw people posting Crimson Crusader. Some people posted pictures of the Timberwolves were ahead, and I was like, no, the game's over. There you go. All right, that's what I got. We're in a timeout. Yeah, something was weird with ESPN, I think, was way off. And Google, I don't know. Some people were saying the game was fixed. And I'm like, come on, that's just, it happens. There's been many times I've been watching the game here, and the scoreboard on NBA League Pass will put the bucket on the wrong side. The score will be off, and I'll sit here and like, wait a minute, am I right? Am I wrong? It would be very confusing. What's up, Sebastian from the Philippines? What's going on, Sniper? Wemby, speaking of which, Wemby is a sniper tonight. Eddie Terrell, what's going on? Bart with the Vinny Del Negro shout out. How about, maybe Wemby's pumped up considering he's being named to the a starter as the All-Star game, the first French starter for when you guys are telling me. Barnes with the ball, out to Dylan Harper. Luke Cornett's also checked in. Champagny for 3, nope. I really come late. What do you mean, Art? I mean, it's 5:24 on the East Coast. I go live whenever the Spurs games go live, which are usually 8 p.m. their time, or 7 p.m. their time, but the game's early today because of Martin Luther King Day. There's a miss by the Jazz, and Castle with another turnover. Harrison Barnes just blocked Keontae George's dunk attempt. Okay, HB, nice. HB going to drive in the paint. Little jumper is good. HB slinging some D. My goodness. Ronald, what's going on? 2 Stephon Castle turnovers, I believe, already in the first quarter. He's got to clean that up. That's 2 1/4 is too many. There's a 3 for Keontae George. George, I think, is having a pretty good game for the Jazz. Yeah, he's got 9 points. I still don't understand why he's running the offense so much. I don't. Maybe he had a deal like Chris Paul. He's like, I get to run the offense all this year. Champagny for 3 from the wing. Good. You're in the Caribbean. I have no idea what time it is in the Caribbean. I get what are you, hour ahead maybe? Same or an hour ahead? Keontae George for 3 again. That's an air ball. I don't know if that was blocked by Castle at all, but it is Spurs ball up 23-18, a little over 4 minutes to go. Harper spins around into the paint. Back out to Luke Cornett. Over to Castle. 13 on the shot clock. Castle going to drive. Off-balance jumper is good. Tough shot. Made it. No, I don't think they would make a deal like that either. Oh, all right, you're same time zone as me. Okay. There's a 3 in the corner. No good for the Jazz. Spurs ball. Harper will bring it up. This Harper haircut's messing me up. Champagny fires off another 3. No good. Nurkic with the rebound. Now, the whistle. Jazz coach Will Hardy's going to take a timeout. 3:51 to go. 25-18. What is Tony's halftime? Fruit Cup, Area 51. It's a Fruit Cup. Tucker, what's going on? Thank you for stopping in. Hamien says it's 4:26 in Belize. Okay. We better pass as a team when I watch. Okay, Jason, now you're referencing the beautiful game. So, I mean, yes, they were fantastic passing team. Absolutely. LA, I can't argue with that. Fox is our most expensive player ever, is he not? I actually forgot what his contract looks like. Since we were mentioning De'Aaron Fox, let's pull up his contract over the next few years. It's a big one. We know that. At the moment, the biggest Spurs contract in history. That'll eventually be surpassed by Victor Wembanyama, I have to think. All right, to Basketball Reference we go during the timeout. And Fox's contract. All right, next season he gets $49.8 million. The following season, $53.7 million. The year after that, $57.7 million. Good God. And the last year of De'Aaron Fox's contract, $61.7 million. Is De'Aaron Fox going to be a $60 million player 4 years from now? I'm trying to stay positive, but even after reading that, I'm a little skeptical. That's a lot of money for De'Aaron Fox. Damn, I forgot his contract. That was big. Gary, yes, we can, and we better. Yap, what's going on? Wemby back in court, please. He won't play in quarter 4. I mean, we might not need him in quarter 4. Cobra, I was thinking the same thing too. Maybe they're just trying to develop Castle, like Point Sohan, but Castle obviously has more play handling or playmaking skills than Sohan. Latest avatar, all right, Prod. I haven't seen number 2. And Texas Swarms, I mean, he shouldn't have to. This is why I do not want Fox. Jurjan, what's going on? Watching from the Philippines. Wemby will get a max contract. What's up, Carcass from France? Thanks for stopping in. I don't think he'll be on our books in 4 years. But how do you get rid of him? That's a huge contract. Unless you pull a Trae Young type trade where it's a salary dump and you have a team that's rebuilding and they're like, all right, we'll take him. That could happen, actually. Look at Trae Young to the Wizards. The Hawks got Corey Kispert and CJ McCollum. That's it. So maybe there could be a salary dump type of situation in a couple years. Oh, Yodi took his hair off. Yodi's bald now. Jim, what's going on from the WRC? You're ahead of schedule. Might as well develop Castle and trade Sohan. Well, where can I watch with pictures? Alicia Cruz? I don't know if that's possible. I'm watching on NBA League Pass. No, Yodi, we're not cutting your hair. That Yodi took his hair off. You're keeping your hair, buddy. Yodi's got great moss. We're not cutting that. No, Glazing Banking, it's the same for the Spurs. There's a runner by Kyle Filipowski, 25-20, 3.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Spurs up 25-20. Spurs are 9 of 15 from the field. The Jazz are 8 of 20. Keldon Johnson checked in into the paint, kicks it out to Carter Bryant, fakes a 3. Carter back out to Keldon. I wonder if Carter's reluctant to shoot now. Harper from the elbow. Splash. NBA League Pass, Brady. I think I paid $90 for it back in September-ish. Here's a drive and a layup by Mihailuk. I went to cancel my League Pass and the NBA emailed me and said, hey, if you stick around, you can get 20% off. And I think it was around $90 for the year. Carter Bryant with the ball again out on three-point land. Over to De'Aaron Fox. We got Fox, Harper, Bryant. Bryant's going to fake the shot, drives into the paint, misses the layup, but he was fouled. Oh, League Pass is on sale right now. Arco 3, what's going on? Gray, yes. Miss TSR does have her Castle plushie right now at home. She's probably watching the game with Castle at the moment. With Castle. Stingray X Factor, what's going on? Yes, he is. No, I don't think it's bad for a year. And it's a tax write-off for me. And before anybody says, it's challenged by the Jazz. I don't know what the challenge is for. Everybody says, hey, that's not doing. I'm like, I buy NBA League Pass for the channel. Anything I use to watch the games, buying Sling for a day for $5, I can't watch the games without those services, and that is part of the channel. What's up, Caesar? Thank you for stopping in. Zach, it is an early game. Zach, one of my resident football fans, I got to say, I'm not excited about the AFC and NFC Conference Championships next weekend. Denver lost their quarterback. Are we going to see the Patriots in the Super Bowl again for like the millionth time? Do the Mortal Kombat of saying the carrot. DJ, sure. Let me grab the mic here.
Round 1. Fight. Finish him. Flawless victory. Choose your fighter. Scorpion. Sub-Zero. Reptile. Liu Kang. Shao Kahn. Goro.
Alright, I'm done-o. Well, whatever Utah challenged, they won the challenge. Sorry, Texas Swarm. Holy crap, is that Kevin? Oh, they called an offensive foul, I'm guessing, on Carter Bryant. Utah won the challenge. That's got to be what it is. I can't believe Kevin Love is still playing. How old is Kevin Love? He's got to be close to LeBron's age, right? RSK says a G-Men are a playoff team next season. I hope so. Andy Who, thank you for sending the 2 plushies. Appreciate it. If you guys didn't know, he messaged me. Andy actually sent the David Robinson that I have with the freshest teeth on YouTube. And the Stefan Castle plushie was for Miss TSR, but somehow Amazon shipped them separately instead of together. Jazz ball. And they find Kevin Love backdoor, and he traveled. Okay. Liu Kang is the best voice, even they are the Liu Kang. All I remember Liu Kang saying was when he did the bicycle kick. I don't remember anything else he says. It'd just be like this is gibberish, wasn't it? Spurs ball. Harper with it. We'll bring it up the court. All right, David. He wants to hang out with JL. Who doesn't? Cornette now with the ball over to Dylan Harper. Cornette was taking jumpers at the start of the game. I'm surprised we don't see him take any longer shots for the Spurs. Carter Bryant for 3. Carter Bryant for 3. You can get a chuck. Kylan misses a shot. Keldon with the rebound. Harper for 3. That one's no good. Fight for the board, and Jazz will get it in a fast break down the other end because nobody's back there in transition for the Spurs. Isaiah Collier with an easy dunk. It is 30-24. A minute 40 to go in the game. Carter Bryant into the paint with the layup. Hey, Carter Bryant with 5 points. Yeah, Zach, I caught some of that. It is what it is. Buffalo just got no luck. Mihailo gets to the paint, misses a layup. Carter Bryant will bring it up for the Spurs. Zips it over to Fox. I was hoping Bryant would try to dunk that ball, but he did the layup instead. Probably was a little nervous. Cornette to Carter Bryant. Carter, he can dunk! He can dunk! Oh my God! Carter Bryant got a dunk! Finally!
Thunder, dunk of justice.
Carter Bryant with his best game ever as an NBA player. He's got 7 points. That's a career high, isn't it? Catch and shoot 3 in the corner is no good by Walter Clayton of the junior kind. Carter maybe got a little confidence today. All right. Carter was dunked. It wasn't a clean dunk, but it was a dunk. Fox pull up in the paint. No good. Not the cleanest dunk, but he did it. And yes, the players were very happy he did that. Jazz ball down 34-24. 22 seconds to go. I mean, Bubba, I've said it before on the channel. I think the Spurs drafted Carter Bryant with thoughts of possibly him being the replacement for Jeremy Sohan. And seeing how little Jeremy's playing now this year, it's inevitable. And turnaround jumper by Filipowski at the buzzer. Good. Fox will bring it up for the Spurs. little bit of push off, no call. Takes a three, no good. 34-26. I did do a short on John Harbaugh to the Giants. I did. I was one of the rare Giant shorts in the past year where I was smiling and happy. It's nice to see Carter Bryant actually hit some buckets. I was surprised he only played in one G League game. But we'll take a 34-26 lead into the second quarter. I like it. Gray, I was thinking that too. I'm like, he doesn't want his head shaved. He probably is taking that seriously. So Carter, I think, let me check real quick. While we're on a timeout, I think that's Carter Bryant's NBA career high. I'm pretty darn sure he's not scored that many points in a game. Which, granted, it's not a lot. But for him, for how little he's played and how, let's be honest, shaky his offense has been, I'm being nice, I got to think that's his career high. Because currently right now he's averaging, Carter, where are you? He's averaging 2 points a game with shooting splits of 29, 24, and 80. Oh my. 29.5% from the field. So he needs to make some buckets, and getting some easy buckets like today, minus the 3 will increase the confidence. And his game high is, this is not in the normal order I'm used to. Oh, he had 10 in a game. When the hell did Carter Bryant score 10? What? November 2nd, 2025. Garbage time. Carter played 9 minutes and 42 seconds. He was 4 of 8 from the field, hit a 3, hit a free throw, and he had 10 points. All right, so Carter Bryant's career high is 10. I honestly did not know he hit 10. I thought his career high was like 5. Sorry, Carter. All right, maybe you can get a career high today. We'll see. Did you notice that Carter lost the ball? Yes, I did, Mike. I did. I did notice that, but it does count. How many Spurs players are going to be bald by the end of the season? Probably just the 2. Wemby and Keldon? I do prefer Keldon with hair. I thought he looked good. Star Wars plush. Right here. Grogu. Harbaugh know the Giants contract is now going to Buffalo. No, he's not. No, user. Castle is not shaving off his pineapple. Neither is Vassell. Uncle Vic says he's going to go for 12 tonight. Oh, Brady. I mean, there's no doubt he's a 14th pick. I mean, that might not be directed at me because some people on the channel have called him a bust. I'm like, we can't call a guy in his rookie season a bust. It's too early. I said this in a video. In year 3, if he's struggling like this, okay. I won't argue with you. You want to call him a bust? Fine. But this early in the season of his rookie year, no. Wemby has checked back in, and we got Lunch Lady Wemby Twin Towers. Lindy Waters has checked in. Wemby's going to take a 3. No good. I'm going to guess Mitch is going deeper into the rotation this afternoon because, 1, the Spurs are up by 8, but also we play tomorrow night at 8 p.m. versus Houston, so got to keep the guys. Obviously, tomorrow's game. This game is important to win, but they want to win. Whoa! Area 51. Castle with a beautiful pass to Wemby, and Wemby throws it down. Zach, my day was good. Pretty productive. I didn't get to do the song that I wanted to do. Couldn't get it finished, but got a lot of comic book stuff done. I think I'm going to work on doing something a buddy of mine's doing. He recently cut back on his collection a little bit, and I'm looking at my collection. I'm like, there's some titles in here I'm never going to read. I have 90 short boxes, technically 92 if I count a Golden Age box plus Miss TSR's box. I'd like to get that down to 80, so I'm trying to cut 12 boxes right now. I've already cut 2. It can be done. There's a lot of modern stuff I'm never going to read, so I should just move on from it. Jaylen Brown. Well, did he rub his hair off on somebody, Gaylord? Atlanta's now 11th in the lottery. Yep, I saw they're on a 4-game losing streak. 2 free throws for the Jazz. I'm sorry, let me focus on the game real quick, and I'll talk back to you guys. Castle with the ball, bringing it up for the Spurs. Gets into the paint. Zips it out to Kelly, over to Waters, over to Wemby, over to Keldon. Keldon into the paint. Out to Waters for 3. No good. Wemby with the offensive rebound and almost lost the ball. Staff with a nice save. Waters is open for 3 again. Come on, Lindy. That's all we brought you in here for is that 3s. Area 51, I want to cut 12. An entire rack if possible. Jazz ball. Kevin Love for 3 from the corner. Kevin Love. Last thing to go is the shot, right? You can lose the athleticism, the ability to dunk, etc., the speed, but the last thing to go, I got to think, is the shot, which is why players like Steph Curry and Kevin Durant are going to continue to have long careers. Steph in the paint, jumper's good, 38-30. Brady, no. Texas Swarms. Check out Fiddlebox Comics, my second YouTube channel. That'll show you a lot of what I do for fun. We're getting close to being monetized on that channel, by the way, guys. 37 subscribers away. I can't believe I'm actually going to do it. Get 2 monetized channels on YouTube. I don't do this for money. There's a pull-up 3, no good for Nurkic. Jazz get the ball back. But to have Nurkic in the paint with a layup, that is good. But I'm counting it as a personal accomplishment, especially when you consider for over a decade I had under 20 subscribers. Way back in the day. There's another alley-oop attempt, and Wemby can't get it. That's a turnover probably on Castle. That's going to be number 3 already. Kevin Love with another 3-point attempt. No good, and he was fouled. I know, LaGuacamaya. I'm really excited about that because I've seen a lot of people struggling to get a channel monetized, and obviously this channel is, but to get a second channel in a completely different field, if you will, and it's a channel I've been enjoying a lot. You know, I've kind of slowed down a little bit to 1 video a week. Like right now, I just had the video from today. I don't see another video going up this week. First free throw is good. But I know I'm able to maintain at least 1 video a week. Thank you, UFO Chief. Olenek? Yep. I wasn't thrilled about the trade for him. We moved on from Branham and Wesley, which I get. But I guess they wanted a big vet. I think you already know what my follow-up to this is. I would have much preferred Maxine Reno than Olenek. Reno's starting in Sacramento, playing very well as a rookie. Younger, much smaller contract. Don't know what his ceiling is yet. I would have loved to have actually, somebody compared his pro comp to Luke Cornett, Maxine Reno. I'm like, so we could add 2 Luke Cornett's in the back. We could add Luke Cornett training Maxine Reno as Luke Cornett Part 2 with maybe a splash of, 3-point shooting. Wemby in the paint, tough shot. Off the front rim, no good. Jazz ball. The Jazz are only down by 3. I'm like, Gary, I was going to say congratulations, but then I read that and I realized you've got a long way to go. Ace Bailey for 3. All right, this lineup is not it. Olenek and Waters, get back on the bench. It's tied up. Not KHZ. Wow, I can't speak. Jordan Go-Spurs, go to you. Chicago, what's going on? THF, unfortunately, his at the moment. The last 2 games, he only had 2 turnovers total. He had 10 assists and 0 turnovers, I think, a couple games ago. 2 turnovers the prior game. And now today's... I don't know what to say. Yep, we could have had 2 Luke's Uncle Vic. Actually, while we're in a timeout, let me pull up Maxine Reno real quick. Eventually, I'm going to do a video on him. So if you guys don't know who Maxine Reno is, he's Wemby's buddy that was playing chess with him during the summer, also worked out with Wemby. He was projected to go in the second round, and I'd hope, of course, Reno had a bad game, or he's coming off 2 rough games, of course. But Reno was projected to go in the second round, and I was really hoping the Spurs would draft him with the 38th pick. It's like, you know what? He's 22 years old. He's about 7'1", 250. He can play the 4 to 5. Sure, let's use a second-round pick on him. Nope, we traded the second-round pick on night 1 of the draft. Currently, Reno's played 35 games, averaging just under 24 minutes. His shooting splits are 55-29. He's not less than a 3 game. 55-29, 71, averaging 6.5 rebounds a game and 10 points. Like, that's more than Olenek has given us. Plus, him and Wemby could be like communicating in French on the court, and nobody would know what they're saying. Well, most people wouldn't, I'm guessing. Yeah, I'm sure there's a few French, obviously French players in the NBA, but they could use that as like a tactic. This lineup is terrible. I also have a monster rankings video for that channel, which I think will actually get me a monster rankings video. I don't know what you mean by a monster rankings video. Like Godzilla? Or Freddy Krueger? Or what kind of monster are we talking about? Tony, you can get a French vanilla because you asked nicely. French vanilla in the air tonight. By the way, some of you asked about the full French vanilla song, and I played it for Miss TSR, and I had said to her, I'm not really a big fan of how this song came out, and she didn't like it either. It's a lot of it's about ice cream. I could try to rewrite the lyrics. We'll see, time permitting. The best part of the song is the little clip on that video I just played. James, we really do. Joseph is a Jazz fan. Thank you for stopping in. Uncle Vic, All-Star Weekend is... Veronica, is that your first time seeing that? Have you not seen the French Vanilla? Uncle Vic, All-Star Weekend is around February 10th. I actually took the week off. I'm a state employee and we get 2 state holidays off. One was on Thursday and one was the following Monday. It's Lincoln and Washington's birthday. I don't remember which one's when. I was like, you know what? If I take Wednesday, Friday, and Tuesday off, for 3 vacation days, I'll have 7 days off. So I'm going to take my first vacation in a while. Plus, the Spurs won't be playing at that time. So I'll actually have a real legit chance to just chill and work on music videos, Philobox comic stuff, etc. Do it again? You've really never seen it? Okay.
Fringe vanilla in the air tonight.
There you go. They are singing Olay in San Antonio. Okay. Spurs ball after a Jazz foul. Castle's going to take a 3, and it's no good. The Jazz can take the lead. Soap review. Oh. You said monster, and I'm thinking like horror characters or sci-fi characters. Hello, Agent. Thank you for stopping in. 4 on the shot clock for the Jazz. And we're going to have a 3 from Ace Bailey. Wow. Jazz are on an 11-0 run in the last minute and a half. Castle out to Waters, over to Olenek, and lost the ball, turnover. All right, Mitch, this lineup is not it. This lineup's got to go. Darren Fox is checking back in. Champagny, all right, we're making some substitutions. Champagny, Wemby, Fox, Keldon, and Olenek is staying in there. Yeah, Tucker, that thought just crossed my mind. What are we doing? It's Jazz ball, and they're up by 3. Don't put no way we lose to the Jazz. That's our kryptonite, is that. There's a turnover by Utah. Keldon on the run. An alley-oop to Fox. Well, they didn't have enough alley on it, but Fox caught the ball and then got a layup. Nice, Tony. It's a trap. It feels like a trap, Andy. We're only up. We're down by 1. There's a block by Wemby. No. Blocked Walter Clayton Jr. Jazz do retain possession. 9 on the shot clock. 41-40. Jazz up by 1. 7 minutes and 40 seconds to go in the first half. Bailey's going to take another 3. That one is no good. And Wemby gets the rebound. And ran out of bounds. Tell me what I'm doing after this game, my friends. I'm going to eat dinner. Wemby's going to come up and take a 3. There we go. Gary, good luck. There's a lot of videos I put up that I think this one will do well, and then it doesn't. And then there's videos that I put up that I think don't do well and will. Who the heck knows? It's a crapshoot sometimes, right? What is your third channel? And your first channel is your first channel, remember. Your second channel is the one I'm subscribed to, which is LeBron Sucks. If I sum it up. What's the third one on? Oh, that's a foul. Offensive foul on Nurkic, just ran Wemby over. THF, he's been a little useless. Yeah, he's had a couple good moments this year, but overall, I don't love what I'm seeing from him. And hopefully he's coming out, and he is. Dylan Harper's checking in. Teams we couldn't beat. The Jazz, the Suns. Well, we did beat the Timberwolves the other night. The Cavs and the Warriors. Good evening, Boris. Dragon, he's our MVP. What's up, name, surname? Appreciate y'all hanging out on a Monday here. I don't think anybody hitting on a Wemby, Aleem, are they? Or I'm not seeing him in the chat. Wemby's going to take another open 3. Count it! Wemby has over 20 points already. All of a sudden, he's Steph freaking Curry. 5 of 8 from 3 tonight. Tuto, my man, it's been a while. How are you doing? With a foul on the Spurs. Let me read this super chat. Massive respect to Kings of New York Giant Media Podcast, Rich, and all diehard Giants fans in the build. Greetings from my entertainment fam at Princeton. Joyzy, cheers, mate. I hope I said all that right with the abbreviations. Tuto, I don't know about you, but I am excited as a Giants fan for the first time, it feels like in forever. Neighbors and Cam coming back next year. Jackson's looked good as a rookie. And we have a legit coach for the first time since Coughlin. It's going to be a fun Giants year. I don't want to do shorts on the Giants and music songs, but man, I can't wait for. I think Giants next year are going to be a really fun team to watch. A really fun team. First free throw, we have 2 free throws for the Jazz. The first one is no good, and Wemby is on fire. You know what? Mel, I didn't see the foul. I'm sorry. I was reading the super chat. Third channel is a soap review. Actual soap, like Irish Spring. I'm sorry, I think you said that, and it just threw me off because it's so outside the soapbox. That threw me off. Wemby's going to take another 3. That one's no good. What's up, Felipe from Chile? 46-42, 6 minutes to go in the second quarter. Spurs are up by 4. George in the paint, pull-up jumper is no good. And Nurkic with the offensive rebound. Nice job. Down the shot clock for the Jazz. Walter Clayton Jr. with the ball and turned it over. Fox will bring it up for the Spurs. Drives in the paint, blows by everybody. That's what we like to see from De'Aaron Fox. Use your speed and blow by everybody and get a layup. Bald VP. Tudo with another super chat. My man drops the $10 and says, Rich, please sign me up on the Giants defensive roster, and I'll promise you there won't be any opposing teams' offensive quarterbacks, O-lines, or ball carriers walk off the pitch on their own powers. Walk off on their own powers. Oh, that's funny. I know you've told me that you would wreck people. You play rugby, correct? Yeah, a professional rugby player? So, yeah, you know how to wreck people. What's up, Walter? Appreciate the super chat, soon. I sincerely hope you're doing well. I can't wait to do shorts about the Giants winning, maybe a couple songs about the Giants winning. And I actually have a song I'm working on right now about how happy we are that Coach Harbaugh is our new coach, but I didn't like how it came out vocally today, and then my voice started getting a little tired, so I was like, I'll work on it later this week. But this is going to be fun as a Giants content creator. I'd really like to, and I know you're subscribed to at least one, if not both. I really like to see Bad Dog and Entertainer, who have just been suffering for years, 3.5 hours every Sunday calling a losing team, get to call a winning season. Actually, there was one winning season when the Spurs made the playoffs in Dable's first year. But overall, it's been just... I checked one of their streams out recently. I could tell Chris was like, why am I still doing this? It's like, oh man, poor guy. Thank you, Adrian. I did not see that Texan Swarms. If Wemby makes another 3, Rich, you have to give an Admiral Boop. All right, name, surname. UFO. I don't play rugby. Tudo does it. That did the super chat. Hey, David, right here. Myron, good morning from the Philippines. It is early where you are. Like what, 6 or 7 a.m.? I forgot if the Philippines, are you guys 12 hours ahead or 13 hours ahead of the East Coast? Since most TV time is based on Eastern time, where I am, then I'm hoping that's easy math. Yo, Spurs, yo. I should do a Yo, Spurs, yo song, but maybe not. Go, Victor, go, Indeed. Take a shot for every card. No. So, Yop, Wemby has 21 right now. I could see him going for 35-ish. 650. Okay, so you guys are... You're 13 hours ahead of me. Holy crap. Okay. Thank you, guys. 13 hours ahead. I thought it was 12. You're actually 13 hours ahead. And yes, happy Martin Luther King Day. Yeah, Kira, I know you guys are ahead in time. I didn't realize it was 13 hours. You guys are like getting ready to go to work on a Tuesday morning. I got my David right here. Should sign Matt Eberfluss for DC and Kevin Patullo for OC. I'm not overly familiar with either coach. Hi to all of you from the Philippines, by the way. Appreciate you stopping in. Wemby with 21 points on 7 of 12 shooting, 5 of 9 from 3. On the bench right now, getting a rest. All right, Arnold. Thank you for stopping in. Jazz ball down by 6, 5:39 to go in the first half. The Jazz were up by 3, I think, at one point. They had an 11-0 run that got them ahead, but the Spurs have bounced back once Mitch put in a good rotation. Jazz ball at the moment. I see Fox, Champagny, Barnes, Cornette, and Harper. Shot clock expiring, and my Heilich hits a 3. Clutch shot from the corner. Midnight in Europe. Yeah, it is late in Europe, but not as late as it normally is for you guys. Dylan Harper's going to drive into the paint and gets it to Cornet. And Cornet with an easy little baby dunk. Kiro, thank you for stopping in and subscribing. Appreciate you. Good day, Vintage. Wemby for 50. I don't think he's going to play long. The Giants are getting the 7th pick. Are we now? I thought it was the 5th acidic fruit. I thought we dropped to 5. Jazz ball. 7 on the shot clock. Filipowski. Guarded by Barnes. And fouled. You can watch the NBA for breakfast every morning. For me, I'm getting hungry because it's usually dinner time right around now. And I can't eat because I'm calling the game. By the way, guys, we're getting close to 250 thumbs up. Can I get 15 more Spurs and or Jazz fans to smash the thumbs up like it owes them money and get us to the promised land of 250? The goal is at least 600. We've never had a stream get under 600 thumbs up on a Spurs win. On a Spurs loss, the lowest is 500 something. Of course, it is a weird time right now, so maybe more people come in a little later in the game. Actually, more people usually come in the second half than the first. Fair enough, Mike. Made 1 of 2. 50-46. Do I know who Toro is? I don't. Cash.app, what's going on? Jazz are in the bonus. We are at 420. Smoke them if you got them. Cornet with the ball, drops it out to Fox. Fox out in three-point lane, just takes a 3 and makes the 3. Okay. Darren was shooting the 3-ball pretty well to start the season and then fell off a cliff for like a week. Like literally horrible. It was like 2 of 24 or something that just tanked his 3-point percentage, and now a foul on the Spurs. Wemby, I think I'll have closer to 40 than 50. I don't think I'll play enough minutes. 53-46, 4 minutes to go. Dylan Harper, now 2 fouls. No, Gary, I don't like eating on camera. I really don't. So I can wait till after the game. It's fine, but thank you. You see Wemby on the... Interesting, Wemby on the sideline sitting next to Jeremy in his fuchsia hair, who... He's there. What's up, Steven Z? Keontae George at the line for 2. The first free throw is good. It was the 5th. I was more asking than saying, but yes, you were correct. Just enough. I was correct. I don't know what I was correct on, but okay. THF, I actually did not see the Eastern Conference starting lineup, mostly because I don't care. Please don't take that the wrong way. I saw Wemby was starting. I'm like, okay, cool, and that's what kind of left where I left it off. Greetings, William Juby. The Jazz have taken 12 free throws. The Spurs have only taken 2. Harper with the ball, step back jumper. Okay. 55-48. You think Wemby's got 21 now, Gaylord? He's going to get more than that. I like to see Carter Bryant get a career high. He's at 7 points at the moment. His career high is 10. I don't know if he's going to get enough minutes to do that, but well, maybe he will. I don't know. He was fine when he was in there. And there's a block by Luke Cornet on Cody Williams. Spurs ball. Fox running the break. Jazz get back in transition. Fox Euro steps in the paint and still gets the bucket. All right. They only have Giannis as a forward and the rest are guards. Are they really? No, UFO Chief. I'm not going to shave my head. I'm not Keldon or Wemby. Jazz ball. Keontae George, runner, in and out. Fight for the rebound. The Jazz get the ball back. George for 3 and no good. And now another offensive rebound by the Jazz. I think we have a foul on Champagne. 2 free throws come up. East, Giannis, Jaylen Brown, Cade Cunningham, Jalen Brunson, and Tyrese Maxey. Wow. That's a small lineup. Okay. And now a free throw by the Jazz. I don't know if this is a technical or a lane violation or what happened. Did somebody just get teed up for the Spurs? Gary, would I? Yes. I've shaved my head multiple times. My head or beard, my head, Vintage. Was that a tech on Champagne? That was holy. All right, Jules with the tech. Filipowski at the line for 2. First one's good. Hippo, what do you mean with the new format? Yeah, Champagne looked at him and got a tech. You know what? The Spurs are notorious for getting technicals for weird things. Like, I don't know, laughing on the sideline and getting teed up. Joey Crawford. Kind of looks like JL. but not JL. The refs are keeping the Jazz in the game we max in it. They've taken a lot of free throws. They've taken 15 free throws. We've taken 2. No, he didn't say anything, Phil. It's what he was thinking. He could read his mind. Fox with the ball at the free throw line. Pull up J is no good, and now Cornette's going to get fouled from behind. Yeah, F. Joy Crawford is right twisted. If Mortal Kombat was playing MA basketball, who would be the starting lineup in my... If there were Mortal Kombat guys playing basketball? I mean, wouldn't Goro have an unfair advantage with 4 arms? Harper runner in the paint. It's good. I mean, Scorpion could use his spear to get the ball, even though he would pop it. All right, Jazz ball, 59-51. The Jazz are in the bonus, 2:25 to go. Filipowski guarded by Cornette. Drops it off to Clayton Jr. He will drive into the paint, stops, gets it back to Filipowski. Filipowski bangs off a Cornette a couple times and throws it up off the glass. Air ball! Champagny with the rebound, gets it up to Fox. Fox with an alley-oop to Cornette, and it's going to go out of bounds off the Jazz. Spurs ball, 59-51. Yes, yep. The free throws are very lopsided. Which team plays the most entertaining basketball? I mean, for me, ES69, it's going to be the Spurs because it's the only team I watch. So in that regard, you could also say the Spurs play the most boring basketball because it's the only team I watch. Just saying. LGS clocking in. Thank you for stopping in. Go Spurs, go to you. Spurs up by 8 with a little over 2 minutes to go. All right, David. You have to boop the camera whenever Wemby hits another 3 again. Cornette on the bench. And it is Spurs ball. Barnes would have missed 3. Is he Mr. 33% now today? Is he like 1 of 3? Jazz ball. There's a little runner by Nurkic. Good. 59-53. KJ, I agree. He has the potential to be one of the best. Wemby with the ball at the moment. Out to Fox. 14 on the shot clock. Fox takes off into the paint. Zips it out to Champagny in the corner. And he missed the 3. Jazz ball. Ball's going to be knocked out of bounds by Harrison Barnes. Going to stay with the Jazz. They have 20 on the shot clock. Point record this season is 56. Is that the most points a player's had in the game? Thank you, Dolores. Groot is in the house. He's just chilling on the Hulk shoulder. Actually, the Hornets, Jacob, are very exciting this year. They have a great young core. Con Knippel's been much better than I ever thought he'd be. Bailey pull-up jumper. Ace Bailey's looking pretty good today. Got 8 points so far, and he's fairly efficient 8 points. Jeez, Vintage, that's a darn good question. I don't know. Fox into the paint. Pull-up J is going to roll off the rim. Jazz ball down by 4. Under a minute to go. Jazz are hanging around, and I got to say, I don't like it. There's a steal by Darren Fox, and the Spurs have a 2-on-1. Castle with an alley-oop to Champagny. Champagny will throw it down. There's a 10-point lead. Oh, I did deduct the Jazz score. You're right. Sorry. Thank you, name, surname. I'm shaving points. I'm an NBA ref. I'm sorry. 61-55. 34 seconds to go. Keontae George going to drive. And bumps into Champagny, and Champagny's going to call for the foul. Second foul, Champagny, and Keontae George hobbled a little bit on that one. 61-55. My apologies, guys. I get caught up in a moment, and it's very easy to hit the down instead of the going up. They're literally right next to each other. Is this confusing? Boop, 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 beep, boop, beep, boop, beep, boop, beep, boop, beep, boop. Yeah, William. Bar, I did say close game on the first half, so I guess I am getting that. Fair enough. That's my fault. First free throw is good. I still think Castle's good at the fast break, but if the game slows down, what that problem... Max, he's still young, though, second year. And Alex, I'd like to see more... I didn't think I'd be saying this tonight, but I'd like to see more Carter Bryant in the second half. He was playing well. Reward him. By the way, this is free throw number 17 coming up for the Jazz, and we've taken 2. And at Playing at the Game, I actually literally just put that in the chat. Without the free throws, this is a blowout. DJ Dinosaur, I always put the next game I'm calling right there. Next Spurs game, a game I'm calling is the top right corner. If you can't see it, it's the Spurs versus Rockets tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern. So make sure you subscribe to hang out with us. That should be a good one. The battle for Texas. Castle over to Champagny. Champagny's going to drive in the paint. Throws up a layup. Rolls off the rim. No good. Shot clock is off. Nurkic. Over to George. George going to... That three was not... He made the three. That's not going to count. Wow, it doesn't count. Keontae George with a corner three, but took too long to shoot the ball. The Spurs are going to have a 4-point lead going into halftime. And a lot of you are hoping the Spurs will be able to rest their guys for tomorrow. So far, it's not looking particularly great. Yes, we have 2 free throws. 2. 61-57. Let's get to the halftime. Let's get to halftime stats. Enjoy your fruit cup, Tony. I think you said you're going to have a fruit cup, right? Still trying to get to 300 thumbs up, though. We are 19 thumbs up away from 300. I was talking to Miss TSR. I'm like, lately it's been a struggle to get the thumbs up. Need 19 more. Do you need more pop? Do I gotta play the pop relentlessly? Does Chuck Norris got to threaten you for the thumbs up? Do I do a jersey giveaway every halftime? I can't do that, by the way. I absolutely cannot do that. That would get expensive very fast. Let's get into the halftime stats, though. Or maybe I'm just our normal folks coming in too right now. It is a weird time of the day. All right, let's look around the NBA real quick. Anything interesting going on? Wow, the Thunder blew out Cleveland. By the way, if you guys haven't heard, J-Dubs apparently has a hamstring injury similar to De'Aaron Fox's. He's out indefinitely. Sure, they beat Cleveland today. Cleveland's been up and down this year, but that could really affect the Thunder moving forward, as J-Dubs is arguably their second best player. Some people might say Chet. I think it's probably J-Dubs. All right, Spurs outscored the Jazz 34-26 in the first. Got outscored 31-27 in the second. For the Jazz, Cody Williams with 2. Yusuf Nurkic with 8. Svi Mihailuk with 8. Keontae George. What a weird first half. He's got 15 points, but it's on 3 of 10 shooting. He's feasting at the line tonight. He's 7 of 8. Ace Bailey with 8 points, 8, 4, and 3. So Bailey having a nice game. Off the bench, Kevin Love with 6. Kyle Filipowski with 7. Isaiah Collier with 3. Walter Clayton Jr. not having the best of games. He's got 0 points on 0 for 4 shooting. For the night, the Jazz are shooting 41, 35, 82. They've turned the ball over 6 times. We have turned it over 5. We're shooting 54, 38, 100. Of course, the Spurs' 2 free throws are only taken 2 free throws, so it's easy to be at 100% when you've only taken 2. For San Antonio, Harrison Barnes with 5 points. He's Mr. 33% so far tonight. Julian Champagny with 5. Having a rough shooting night, 2 of 7 from the field. Wemby with 21 points, 7 rebounds, a steal and a block, no turnovers, so a great first half for Wemby. All that in only 14 minutes. Oddly enough, though, Wemby does have a minus. Wemby a -3 and Cornet a +7. Interesting. De'Aaron Fox with 11 points and 5 of 9 shooting. 4 assists, 3 steals. Nice. Stephon Castle, the good and bad with Steph tonight. He's got 4 points. He's only taken 4 shots. He's 2 of 4. Missed both his threes. 5 assists. A block, which I like. He's got 3 first half turnovers. That is way too many for one half. I'm okay with 3-ish for the game, but 3 and 1/2 is way too many. Off the bench, we got a lot of donuts. Kelly, Lindy, and Kelvin have all scored 0 in 18 minutes of play. It's weird seeing Kelvin with a 0. He's got 3 rebounds and 2 assists in 9 minutes, but Kelvin hasn't taken a shot. Carter Bryant with 7 points in the first half. That might be, that's got to be a career high for first half points for him. 7 points in 4 minutes, including a dunk. He proved he can dunk. It wasn't perfect, but it was a dunk. Cornet with 2 and Dylan Harper with 6. Spurs up 61-57, looking for their 30th win of the year. I actually want to share something with you guys that a viewer sent over earlier. When the Spurs got their 30th win of the season, Keldon has 0. I'm surprised too. I thought he at least had like 2 or 3. So I got to shout out to Chops on the Twitters who sent this over to me, and just to give you guys a little perspective of how things are better now. So if the Spurs win today, they'll have their 30th win on January 19th. Last season, the Spurs got their 30th win on March 21st. And in 2024 and 23, they didn't get to 30 wins because they got to 22. In 2022, they got to their 30th win on March 26th. And the year before that, 2021, they got their 30th win on April 24th. So in the last 5 years, it's either been late March, April, or not at all when the Spurs got their 30th win. Put that in a little perspective. They are much better now than they were, significantly better now than they were really the last 6 years. What's the record of Spurs right now? 29-13. The Jazz come in 14-28, and the Jazz appear to be back in full tank mode with Lauri Markkanen out for a couple games with illness. Yeah, Griller, we were rough. Very rough. Can you show the game's first half highlights for... Show the game's first half. I can't show the highlights live, Twisted. That'll get me pulled down. Absolutely not. Yeah, Tony, the best season on this channel so far. We are back, Bo, from France. Indeed. JT, I got to think Vassell comes back soon. Your Chuck Norris clip is total BS. The camera lens would have cracked the first punch. Okay, that's fair. Well, he was holding back. He was literally just tapping it. Even the last punch, he barely touched. I mean, he's not going full Chuck. He's like at 1%. We can't get the number 1 pick from the Hawks. Why not, Alex? NBA Asian James, NBA League Pass. If the Hawks get the first overall pick, the Spurs would get the first overall pick, wouldn't they? It's a swap. This is our first win streak since Vassell. Is it? No, haven't they been like 2-2-2-2? Like the Spurs win 2, lose 2, win 2, lose 2. If the Spurs win today, they'll be on their first 3-game winning streak, I believe, since Vassell was injured. Medicare guys, happy MLK to you. How bad do I want the number 1 pick? Texas Swarms, I mean, the thing is that Spurs get a high draft pick again. They're not going to be able to afford everybody. Those high lottery picks, those top 4 picks start getting expensive. So if they were to luck their way into the first overall pick this coming draft, they're not going to be able to keep everybody. I know we probably don't need a T. Wheeler. In that case, I would say trade down. We need to be careful this game. They have much more offensive rebounds and free throws than the Spurs. We lack aggressiveness. They already won this. They already won because of this. They have won again against us. Do you need to watch the All-Star? Do I need to watch the All-Star draw? What's the All-Star draw? You know, some people say, and I suggested this last year, and I got pretty beat up on it. I was like, what if we traded down? Con Knipple seems like he'd be a better fit right now than the Spurs, but does Dylan Harper have a higher ceiling? I don't know. Who was the most underrated Spur on the team, in my opinion? Right now, Pepe? I will be alive for the draft lottery, Texas Storms, if it affects the Spurs. And what I mean by that is if the Hawks do have a lottery pick, then yes, I'd be alive for it. If we have no chance of being in the top 14, then no, I would not cover it. Most underrated Spur? Chris, I was going to actually put Keldon out there. He's getting respect now. People talking about 6th man of the year. But because, and I've seen it being a content creator, the last couple years, so many people wanted him traded. And he was doing what he's doing this year in the second half of last year. Post the All-Star break, when Wemby was out, he started playing like the Keldon of this year. So Keldon could be underrated. I can't say Luke Cornett because so many people are saying he's one of the best free agent signings of the offseason. So Luke clearly is not on that list. Maybe Vassell in a little way, because Vassell's a person I see a lot of Spurs fans saying they want traded, and he's our best mid-range jumper. Sure, he does force shots and take shots that are a little tougher than they should be, but maybe Devin Vassell's a little underrated on the team and his value. I don't know. Oh, the Keldon hate was off the charts the last few years. Are we talking in general? I'm going to throw my boy out here actually real quick. Follow me for a second. You're probably like, TSR, David Robinson, underrated. People consider him a top 10 center of all time. Yeah, he's a former MVP, scoring champion, defensive player of the year, 2-time NBA champion. But where I think he gets underrated is so many people focus on the fact that he didn't win a ring without Tim. or that one series where Hakeem went nuclear against really the whole NBA, that playoff stretch where he abused David in the Western Conference Finals, and he destroyed Shaq in the NBA Finals. Just Hakeem was on another level. Nobody was stopping him at that time, no matter what. They really focus on those 2 points and really take away from what a great career he had and how he literally carried the Spurs franchise for, 7 years? I mean, I maybe think of his scoring. 24.3, 25.6, 23.2, 23.4, 29.8, 27.6, 25. So 7 years before his injury, literally carried the franchise as their best offensive player and defensive player with a carousel of head coaches. And I really hate that gets brought up so much to diminish what he accomplished. So there you go. That's how I feel like he's underrated. TSR, you had 2 fruit cups. All right, you can get a Yodi Boo and a good luck second half Yodi Boo. Boop. Yeah, Andrew, I thought the Nuggets would kind of collapse without Jokic, and they're still hanging on right there. The only good thing about being an All-Star is you'll get a really huge contract. The All-Star game itself is ugly. Yes, it is name, surname. Does anyone here remember Jonathan Simmons? I remember Ben Simmons. Is Mitch the problem? Steve Wheeler, he occasionally has some bad rotations. I'm not going to sit here and glaze him, as you kids like to say, and say he's been a perfect head coach this year. But all things considered, I think he's done very well. My grade right now is an A-. And shoot, we passed the 41 game mark recently. I should have done a midseason report card. Oh, well. I've been busy. Jokic, what was Jokic's injury? Was it a calf injury too, or whatever it was? I was keeping him out for like a month. Jonathan Simmons from 10 years ago. Gosh. I'm trying to remember him. No, I did not watch as much Spurs basketball a decade ago than I do now. A decade ago, I was actually living in Virginia, and I was in a much different place in my life. And I don't even know if League Pass was around then, was it? Hyperextended knee. That's it. Thank you, Spurs fan. I couldn't remember what it was. That's why we got really nervous with the Wemby injury. That's right. Because Jokic was going to be out for like a month, and we were worried Wemby might be out with a month. Ben Simmons is not in the NBA. He's done. He's not signed right now. I think he's... Oh! Andy, the poll still lit up. Dang it. Thank you. I should have taken that down at the end of the first quarter. Have I been to Tyson's, Virginia? Tyson's Corner? Yes. Terps, I can't remember everything. And that year I do know I was... So 2016 was So 2015 to 16, I had a lot going on in my life. I was dating somebody that obviously did not work out. I was in college. I quit my job at Geico. Shortly after, I sold my house and moved back up here. So, there was a lot happening in a year span. I've been a Spurs fan for 35 years, but there's certainly some years here and there where, life came first. And sometimes you guys are going to make a reference, and I'm going to be drawing a blank on it. Wemby for Westbrook. Your friend, was he drunk when he said that? Yeah, exactly, Brady. A decade ago. Yo-ho boy, it was just a business degree. It worked out good because my 2-year degree was up here in Massachusetts. Then when I started school down at the University of Mary Washington in Virginia, and Geico paid for most of it, my last year as a student, I wanted to go back to school full time. I was like, you know what? I just want to be a student for 1 year and just have fun. I was in a good financial position to do that, and I did it. And I'm glad I did it. J Money, I love the fact he's an all-star starter. I found out tonight he's the first French player ever to start an all-star game. I thought somebody would have started one by now, but he's going to be the first. Mitch is too much of a scientist at times. He's doing experiments instead of... So, Dub, I think you mean he's a mad scientist. Is that what we're going for there? The fans love Steph. Do you mean Steph Castle? Steph Curry? Because Steph Curry was voted into the All-Star game, wasn't he? That's what I thought, C. Wheeler. Well, I think Gobert's been an all-star. He's never started. Wemby will be the first French starter, so I need to be clear on that if I was not. Curry, yeah. The all-star game in the end is a popularity contest. It's not the best players per se. It's who got the most votes. Steven Adams is out tomorrow against the Spurs. Dominique Wilkins? Dominique Wilkins... Was Dominique Wilkins from France, though? Because he definitely was an all-star. He had to have been an all-star starter. As many all-star games as he made. Twisted, I don't think Castle's going to be in the dunk contest again. Yeah, it's a good question. Dominique Wilkins. Let me look that up. Where was Dominique Wilkins? Oh, French born, not French. Okay. There, I didn't even get in there. I was like, I didn't think he was French, and he's not. Gobert's been an all-star 3 times, but I guess he never started LJS. What's up, Pepe? As he's been playing so far, do you think the Spurs should trade Barnes? So, Pepe, I'm not big on making moves right now, as the Spurs have been in second place in the Western Conference with the team they have. That being said, if the right trade comes along, where it's HB, maybe another player, and a first-round pick for a legit power forward that can take this team to the next level, then I wouldn't be totally opposed to it. I just worry about chemistry being messed up. Yeah, Terps. I worked for them for 9 years. Can't say I was totally in love with the job. I didn't really like what I did. No. But I got a pretty good 401k out of them. Made some friends while I lived there. And it wasn't the worst job. Bruce Bowen, good one. Do y'all think Utah will cover the plus 10.5? Steven, at this moment in time, it looks like they will. Looking good. Quarter 3 coming up here shortly, so I'm going to be ready for it. Tiago Splitter. What about Spurs legend Luka Samanic? Anybody? No? Am I on an island all alone on this one? I remember Michael Finley. Indiana or Miami in regards to what? Joshua Primo. Yep, Joshua Primo. Third quarter's on the way. Spurs ball to start us off. Harrison Barnes trying to get it to Wemby. Finally gets it to him, guarded by Nurkic. Wemby's going to face him up. Starts to dribble, kicks it out to HB. HB's now going to take a 3 after fumbling the ball. He's now Mr. 25%. Keep track of that. Jazz ball down by 4. 11.5 minutes to go as we are just underway in the third quarter. And a pull-up is no good by Keontae George at the elbow, but he is fouled and going in line for 2. And the Jazz are picking up right where they left off with the free throws. Yes, he was, Steven. He was very French. Nate's surname. He's not Mr. 1%. That means he would be 1 out of 100. Oh, Tony, you're welcome. That's funny. I was just, one of my comic book buddies has been suffering from a little burnout, so he's now cutting back on how much he's going to be putting up videos. He used to do a video every week, and it sounds like he's now going to drop to 2 videos a month. And I get burnout. I've been burned out twice on this channel. I hope it doesn't happen while the Spurs are good. Both free throws good. Back in mid-2021, I got burned out and stopped making content, TSR Sports content, for like 2 months. And then I got a little burnt out in Keldon season where I was still making videos, but I stopped streaming the games for like 50 games. I was watching, but I just stopped streaming. It was rough. I don't want to get burnt out, though, while the Spurs are trending in the direction they are. We have a drive in the paint, and HB with a nice acrobatic move with the jumper off the glass is good. Yeah, Matthew, SSP. There you go, burnout. Yeah. Jude stepped down, right? It was Ethan and Jude Jude's the one that stepped down. Said he doesn't enjoy it anymore. And I get it. It's tough. I've been on here since 2019, and I've seen quite a few channels come and go. My guy Beantown Breakdown no longer makes content. OGR Sports, somebody else I knew on this channel, doesn't make content. The Entertainer Talking Sports was a huge influence on this channel, and he still goes live, but he does not make videos anymore. And he used to make 5 or 6 videos a week. It's tough staying consistent for years. Castle into the paint. Throws it up off the glass. No good. Foul. Going on the line for 2. Gary, so it's tough. So the one thing that the pickle as a live streamer is you got to stay consistent, and you really can't miss games unless absolutely necessary. I missed 1 game due to an eye injury. Or wasn't it? Or no, I was sick. My eye's all better, by the way, guys. I took my own medical advice, and I ended up healing my eye in a week, as opposed to when I followed the doctor's advice, it took a month to 6 weeks. And one of the advice was, I said, don't wear my contact except for only extremely necessary for a few days, where the doctor said I could keep it in all day. And guess whose eye healed quicker? Castle's first free throw is good. Castle with 5 points and 5 assists. No, JT reacts. It really doesn't. Remember when teams really went at it? Those days are over. There's a lot of Olay defense. Castle makes both free throws. Thank goodness, because his free throw shooting the other night was atrocious versus Minnesota, where he went, I think, 2 of 6 from the line. So see whether, I don't know what kind of minutes restriction went. Wemby just got knocked down. No whistle? I think he's probably on like a 32-minute restriction, although it might be tighter tonight because of the back-to-back. There's a drive by Cody Williams, misses the layup. Wemby will bring it up for the Spurs. I could see him being on like a 25 to 28 tonight. Wemby drops off to Champagny, catch and shoot 3. There we go. Pop the Champagny. Timeout, Utah. You know Spurs making the All-Star game? Matthew, I don't know. Thank you for that, Tony. So this is year number 7 for TSR Sports. Yeah, 7th year, and a lot of that's been alone. Having Miss TSR join the channel has helped. Having a co-host, that's a little less for me to do during the game. You know, she can talk at times too to give me a little break. So that's definitely given the channel new life, I think. The Spurs having a legit franchise player and Wemby's given the channel new life. I don't make as much content as I used to. I'm very aware of that. I used to make 5 or 6 videos a week, sometimes even 7. And I don't have the energy for that anymore. I'm down more to like 3 or 4, which I think is still a good number too. I don't want to force a video every day just to have a video up. Timeout, Utah. Yep. Hey, Captain Cadogan. Jeff, where were you in the first half? Wemby took like 7. He took 8 threes in the first half. You would have loved it. So Seawheeler. So the channel, the first year of DeRozan was pretty good. So I'll give you guys some little numbers. I don't talk numbers much, but I'm fine open. I'm an open book. So the first year of DeRozan, I think like a big stream would be 25,000 views. But most of them, I think, were around, if I remember correctly, around 8,000 views total. Just kind of give you guys perspective. And as the years pass, those numbers continue to drop. Last year, for example, a really good stream for the channel would be 10,000 views. In fact, we had a week where I had 3 10,000 view streams in a row. And I remember telling my CSR, we got 3 streams in a row with 10,000 views. And now 10,000 views this year would be bad. We haven't had a stream with less than 15,000. We peaked at near 70,000 for the Cup game against the Thunder. So, I mean, the channel's definitely trending in the right direction. And I like it when there's a lot of you guys. Don't get me wrong. I appreciate when there's 200 people in here, 400, 600, whatever the number is. But I feed off the energy of you guys when there's more and more of you getting excited, cheering for the Spurs, or even the opposing team's fans cheering for their team, and all of a sudden the chat's going so fast I can't read it. That hypes me up because I'm like, people are excited, and I love that. Watching from Melmark, nice. Yes, Tax Brazilian Ghost, just under 70,000. That is our second biggest live stream ever. The biggest live stream to date still. 2022 NBA draft, because I was hyping Kai Soto months before. Hey, I was interested in the story. And I did follow him for, 2 years after that, but I think he's done now. He blew out his ACL, and there's been no news on him. He hasn't played. But that stream was hyped up. There was a lot of Filipino viewers coming in because I was rooting for Kai to be drafted. It wasn't like a fake moment to try to get people to hang out. I was legit rooting for him to get drafted in the second round because it was really cool to me to see how passionate fans were about hoping for him to make an NBA. So I was right there with him for the excitement. He didn't get drafted, but we did peak at 7,400 viewers in that stream. So Keontae George just shot a technical free throw, and I'm not sure what happened during the break and timeout. Did HB get teed up? Because they're showing HB. Who'd I jinx? Did I jinx Kai Soto? Jazz ball. I was honestly rooting for him. I really was. The hype is gone. I think the fans have moved on from him. And steal by Stephon. Nope, never had possession of it. I don't think that's going to be a turnover for Steph. Nope, the shot clock never reset. To get into Nurkic in the paint, and he gets a layup 68-61. Barnes at 50K at halftime. Nice. Brian, shout out to the Philippines. Right? Wemby versus Scoot. Not even close. Scoot has just not been that guy. Wemby into the paint, loses the ball, but he is fouled. Dylan, the free throws are lopsided. Harrison Barnes is cucumber cool. What could have happened that HB got teed up? Cucumber cool. Really, Area 51? Okay. And a challenge by the Jazz? Yeah, Chris, I was going to say, I don't... They gave Wemby a flopping tech? Are you seriously? What? Are you serious? With all the flopping in the NBA this year? Alperen Şengün with the elbow that never happened from Wemby. LeBron's a notorious flopper. With all the flopping, Wemby got a tech? Gotta be freaking kidding me. You know what? Chuck these refs. Chuck them all. They can go chuck themselves. Area 51, that happened during the timeout. I didn't see any of that happen. I was talking to you guys because there was a timeout. When Nurkic pushed him down, they gave Wemby a flop. I mean, Phil, as we know, the Spurs have never fouled, so it couldn't have been a flop. TSR, I still haven't found my favorite WNBA team. The WNBA. Okay, Gary. Sure, buddy. Gotcha there. Yeah, Python Cakes. I mean, that's actually one thing that turned me off from the Premier League. Is I tried calling it on this channel in the first year of the channel. There was a lot of flopping. There was a ton of flopping, and I was like, this is not for me. Yeah, actually, yes. When Miss TSR is here, that's a good point. I can I name 5? Let me see. While we're in a timeout, how many WNBA teams can I name? There's the Connecticut Sun, because I'm in Connecticut. The New York Liberty. Caitlin Clark's team, the Indiana Fever. The Las Vegas Aces, Becky Hammond's team. I think that's going to be it. I can't remember who Me Bounds plays for. I can't remember. Angel Reese. I can't remember who she plays for. Paige Becker. Oh, Paige Beckers plays for Dallas something. Is it the Dallas Stars? Did I get that? I'm throwing out. My 5th team is the Dallas Stars, and I don't know any more than that. Did I get 5 teams? Chicago Sky. Yeah, I was not getting that, Tony. I was not getting that. I did say Indiana Fever, Mr. Jones. Stars are... Oh, damn it. Dallas Stars are hockey. Dallas Wings. Ah, crap. I don't know. Jazz won another challenge. By the way, I also suck with the NHL. I'm not an NHL fan. I liked it in the 90s. I loved NHL 95 for the Sega Genesis. I don't think I can name 10 NHL... You know what? Next time out, I'm going to try to name 10 NHL teams minus the Dallas Stars. I said New York Liberty. That's Brianna Stewart, or it was. I don't know if she's still there. Jazz ball, 68-61. Next time out, I'm going to try to name 10 HL teams. There's a turnover by the Jazz. Wemby with the ball, drops it off to Castle. Castle over to Champagny. The 3. No good. And now a whistle. Heck yeah to Genesis Hockey, Captain Gadugan. There was always that move. You guys, if you played, you know. Where if, like, say, the camera's the goalie, you'd skate up this way, and you cut this way, and then you'd always get around them this way, or if you went in the other direction. But I always was more of a go to the right and then skate to my left on that. Spurs ball, 68-61. Foss going to throw it out to Castle. Castle takes off into the paint and gets mauled. Castle down again. Shocker. Foul. Going to the line for 2. Jacob, the Jazz have been holding around. They've been playing tight. Ron showed so much heart. LG dominate. You know, Gary, a lot of people, and I don't know, obviously, this is speculation, but they say that one of the things that have hurt stars from playing the NBA Slam Dunk Contest, the All-Star Game Contest, is LeBron declining the Slam Dunk Contest. I don't know how much truth there is to that. It's a theory. Is it accurate? Who knows? You have to go to the direction depending on the stick hand. Oh, you know what, Captain Gadugan? Jeff, I never paid attention to the stick hand. Jeff, by the way, are you going to be on NBA League? Are you going to be on Xbox Live tonight? Bri told me some news, and he said you know more details, and I'd like to get the news if you know what I'm talking about one of our friends. So are you going to be on tonight? There's a 3 for the Jazz. Good. Keontae George has looked good tonight. Props to him. He's got 20. 70-64. Jazz are 8 of 21 from 3. The Spurs are 10 of 27. You can be. What time? 10-ish? Wemby from the line. Jumper's no good. Nurkic is going to bring it up for the Jazz. I never thought I'd say that, but here we are. Ace Bailey. Did Ace Bailey step out of bounds? No? Okay. Wemby was on. It looked like he did, but he must have towed the line. Good job. Good job, kid. Good job, Brooke. Bailey with the ball again over to Nurkic. He's going to fire off a 3 from the wing. Nurkic for 3! All right, Jeff, I'll see you at 10. Champagny to Fox. Fox with a straight-up 3. In and out burger. Nurkic with the rebound, and the Jazz can tie it up here. Yeah, where's Carter Bryant? He played well in the first half. I want more Carter. No Lindy, no Olynyk. George for 3 again. That was short. Castle with the rebound, gets it up to HB. HB's got Wemby trailing. There's the alley-oop, and boom, shakalaka! Watch out for that freight train coming through. Very nice.
Thunder, 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 dunk of justice.
Dang it, to move my scoreboard a little bit. Ace Bailey with the miss, and it is Spurs ball again, up by 5. Castle with the ball. Let me fix this. Wemby takes a 3. Wemby for 3! Wemby approaching 30 points for the game. He's got 26, and he's 6 of 10 from 3. Keontae George gets into the paint and hammers it down. Whoops. 75-69. Dak the other end. Harrison Barnes, and 1! Barnes at transition gets a layup. Oh, you're right. Admiral Boop. Sorry. You guys did say if Wemby hit another 3, we'd get an Admiral Boop. Boop. I have a Series S, Tony. I'm not a huge gamer, and I contemplated the X, and I was like, at the time, I think the S was, I think it was $200. It's gone up in price a lot, hasn't it? I want to say it was $200, and the X maybe been $500 at the time, so I went with the S. And it works out fine for me. I don't even have an Xbox subscription to anything at the moment. First free throw, or the free throw was good. I just play free games occasionally with friends, and yeah, I'm definitely more of a casual gamer now. But I like to keep in touch with friends with that way. Or used to, I guess. I don't really keep in touch with many friends that way anymore. Just a couple. George with the pull-up over Wemby is an air ball. Spurs ball. Spurs are in the bonus, by the way. Spurs getting some calls here in the third quarter. Fox blows by the defense and then forgets the ball. Turnover. George brings it up for the Jazz. Zips it in to Filipowski, and Filipowski's going to be fouled by Wemby. So, Kenny, I do old school gaming with Magic the Gathering, but I play that not in person. I play that on, what's it called? It's a webpage. Spell Table. Wizards of the Coast Spell Table. I play against 2 friends in Massachusetts and a friend in Virginia. Rich got 20-inch blades on my Impala. First of all, I don't know what that means. 20-inch blades? Is that slang for rims? I do have an Atari 2600, Pepe, and I still have all 40 of my 2600 games. Jazz ball. Filipowski in the paint, back out of the paint. 4 on the shot clock, drops it off. There's a 3, no good. Not true. Shot that for the Jazz. I couldn't see their number. I think that was George. That's probably George. Do we have a Carter Bryant signing? We don't as of yet. Castle for 3 in the corner. Hey! Step on Castle for 3. So, Aleem, I did like Shadow Dancer, The Secret of Shinobi for the Genesis. And a Jazz player just got dumped on his butt. How's Keontae George? Download the I have played the finals, Jason. My friends aren't big fans of it. So, we don't play that anymore. Are we getting a timeout? Yes, no, nope. Jazz ball, non-shooting foul. Mavs up 81-54 against the net. What? Tony, I mean, I'm happy with my Series S. It doesn't do 4K. If anybody's wondering if you're thinking of getting an Xbox, the Xbox Series X does 4K, and it has a DVD-ROM drive. That's the only difference as far as I know. Probably a little slightly processed for all that, but not a big difference. There's a bucket for the Jazz. 81-71. I think we have some old vintage game talk in the chat. There's a turnover by the Spurs and a fast break for the Jazz. And Kelvin with the defense in transition pokes the ball out, and he wants a challenge. He's saying it was off Kyle Filipowski. Let's take a look. Kelvin with the slap. That might have hit his leg. Are we challenging this? Mitch? Challenge. So, C. Wheeler, I grew up on the East Coast in New England. New York Giants and New York Yankees household. Became a New York fan that way. Ventured out on my own to discover an NBA team. Found Mr. Robinson, and the rest is history. Challenged by the Spurs. By the way, I've mentioned Philobox Comics tonight a few times. There is my comic book channel in the chat right now. I just put the link. I'm having a blast over there. If you're into comics, I would recommend the channel because we have a lot of fun over there. If you're not into comics, though, then don't subscribe because that would not be for you. But we are getting close to 1,000 there. Castle Fort. All right. I sent it. Oh. Spurs won the challenge. Spurs ball. No, Cleveland. Wemmy's out at the moment. He's getting a rest, but he's played very well. Yeah, Kenny. Comics, yes. I put up at least one video a week. Usually it's trips to my local comic store, a comic show, a comic warehouse, a flea market, random things. And sometimes I occasionally get a collection on Marketplace. I've actually found two, but I've bought a couple collections. I bought quite a bit of stuff on Whatnot that I finally started cooling off a little bit from that. I have a lot of fun on the channel. I really do. I've gotten some pretty good, very good positive feedback. Harper should get the Castle's minutes tonight. He's the Castle now? I like it. Yes, Roger. Sohan's been frequently seen with ice bags on his knees. And no, Jacob. Giants. Grew up in the Giants household. Western Massachusetts was more Giants than Patriots. Well, probably split. Harper with the ball, and still no Carter Bryant sighting. I'm really rooting for Carter to get his career high tonight. He's got 7 points. His career high is 10. Keldon in the paint. This is his first shot of the game, and he missed it. He's not going to be perfect, but that's the first shot Kelman's taken tonight, as far as I know. Jeez. Isaiah Collier with the ball for the Jazz. Drives on Luke Cornett. Stops, pops. Short. Kevin Love with the offensive rebound. That's right. Kevin Love is still playing. Love now back with the ball. Going to shoot a three. Way short. Castle with the rebound. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. 5 minutes to go. Spurs up by 10. Castle now leaps to Cornett and White Castle. Their connection is like this. Yes, Kelman has 0. Olynyk or Love? No to either. Maxine Reyno. So I'd rather between the three. Sohan has been a heck of a teammate. What? Because a cheerleader? He's on the bench. Both his knees are wrapped. His knees have been wrapped every game. I don't know. Are they heating bags? That's Vera said he hasn't been playing enough to need heat. That's fair. Kazzy, thank you for stopping in. That Timberwolves game was a stressful one. The Spurs blew a 25-point lead and ended up holding on. Kelvin's 0 points are a tribute to his head that looks like the number 0. Seawiller, I don't think the Spurs like Sohan. Look at the way he's been handled since he was drafted. Point Sohan, center Sohan, now he's no Sohan. Walter Clayton Jr. with the ball for the Jazz. 4 on the shot clock, drives in the paint. Runner is good. 10-point game, 83-73. Castle down the other end. Layup no good. Fouled. Going to the line for 2. We got Carter back, do we? Carter Bryant has checked back in. All right, nice. The Spurs like Sohan. The Mitch is the one. Well, Mr. People are talking a lot about him because all signs are pointing to he's not going to be a Spur next season. And I've openly said on this channel, I'm rooting for him. But if he's not playing, there's nothing. What do you do then? Castle at the line for his free throws, good. Why do the Giants share the same with the Jets? Well, Tony, here's a bigger question. Why do the New York Giants and the New York Jets play in New Jersey? Huh? I never played Yu-Gi-Oh, Kenny. I've heard of it. I do have 2 Yu-Gi-Oh decks because I bought 2 Precons 15 years ago. But I've actually never played it. Nice to see Steph hitting his free throws at least. Kazzy, Carter went to the G League for 1 game. Collier for 3 in the corner. Good. Carter went for 1 game, and they brought him back. Spurs ball. Carter Bryant with the ball. Back to Harper. Both our first-round picks are in the game at the moment. Harper spins around in the paint, kicks it out to Castle, fakes the 3, starts to drive, stops, pops in the paint. Steph! All right. Steph playing a little better in the second half. He's now got 11 points for Stephon Castle this quarter. Name surname, I still play it. I don't like the new sets that are coming out, and I've barely bought any cards in the last 3.5 years. So I just keep playing my older stuff. Harper with the runner in the paint. Good. 89-76. I thought the Jazz were going to take a timeout. They're not. Adrian, how about Dead or Alive Beach Volleyball for the Xbox? Do you even know if a system has like Cassie Anchinia? No idea. I know there's some of those, like emulator systems. Filipowski in the paint. Little jumper over Carter Bryant is good. 89-78. Timeout Spurs. We're getting close to 400 thumbs up. Would appreciate if you guys could smash the thumbs up. I don't ask for any memberships here, any sponsorships, any Patreon. Don't beat you guys up with that type of stuff. All I ask is for the thumbs up. We are 5 away, and there's certainly plenty of people to get us to 400 and 500. Or I could start doing membership. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. That's not my thing. It's not. I do like the Google ad revenue. The Knicks are slumping hard. Okay. I remember Rumble Roses. Yes, notes from the past? Check this out. I was born rich, and I'll die rich. Think about that. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. What's up, Marlo? Thank you for stopping in. Kazi, it's not that low. It's the third quarter, 89-78. Both teams are crack 100. Keep going. Thank you, Chinchilla says, like, sub, and complete the 100. Spurs are playoff bound. Yes, they are, John. Thank you very much for all being here today. Get rich or die trying. Kickin' Sapien. People have joked on Philobox Comics that I'm rich, and I'm not. I do buy a few big books over there, so if you're interested, actually my latest video, for people who have not checked out Philobox Comics, a little spoiler, to support my local comic store, because I know he has a big opportunity coming up. I took some money I'd set aside and bought a big book from him and I'll let you guys know I spent over $2,000 yesterday. I'm very transparent on the comic book channel. I always share what I paid for books because then that gives you an idea of the market value for the book. Was it a good deal? Was it a bad deal? Etc. But I always say everything I pay on the channel has not been one transaction where I have not told you guys what I paid. Whether it's at a comic show, a local comic store, or whatnot. I like to be very transparent like in here. Especially with the whatnot stuff. So you guys can also, I really promote the heck out of the sellers on the comic channel so I can help them grow. I'm not getting anything from them. I just do it because I want to. Jazz with the inbound pass and a quick miss by Clayton to get the ball back. And a drive and air ball by Keontae George. Jazz still have the ball. The shot clock is not reset. It's at 5 at the moment. There's a 3 by George, no good. And Carter Bryant with the rebound. G-Juice, that was on one book. Uno. Cornette with the ball for the Spurs. Wemby is on the bench, still resting, gets it to Kelvin. Kelvin is still looking to score. I think he still has 0. Out to Carter for 3. No good. Does Kelvin still have 0? Kelvin still has 0. NBA should start a volleyball league? What? No, I haven't, Kazi. What channel is that on? Is that on Netflix? I haven't seen Tony Parker's video either. Actually, I keep forgetting to watch it. Kevin Love for 3. No good. Darren Fox with the rebound. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. Fox over to Kelvin. Kelvin into the paint. Double teamed. And turns the ball over. Keontae George drives in transition and goes for a huge dunk. Blocked by Cornette. No. Jazz still do have the ball with 10 on the shot clock. Minute 45 to go. 89-78. Spurs are in the bonus. And Carter Bryant with a steal. Dylan Harper drives in the paint. Layup no good. Foul going to the line for 2. Jordan, I'm not sure how many Wemby got in the minutes he's played. It's probably close to 20. Low 20s? Fishing champion Ben Simmons, right? Why is Keontae George trying to poster Luke Cornette? Carter Bryant's nickname? I think it's going to be something derogatory with his missed dunk, so I'm not going to say anything. My favorite, yes, RIP to Kembe. Favorite Xbox game currently or of all time? Because the first one that pops in my head all time is going to be Halo 2. Because it was the first game I ever spent legit time on playing with friends online. It was my first real online experience. So Halo 2 is definitely on there. Wemby's got over 20 Turon Greer, but he's not on the court, so I can't see his points at the moment. He's got 26 minutes? Was it? I did like Dead or Alive Beach Volleyball. You guys were talking about it. That actually was a fun, cheesy game to play. 91-78, Spurs up by 13. Gears of War, yes, actually, yeah, Gears of War, Halo. I'm just going to say 1 through 3 on both of those. Gears of War 1 through 3 and Halo 1 through 3. I spent a lot of time in both those games. Jazz ball, minute 20 to go. Keontae George going to drive, step back, and draws the contact, misses the shot, fouls on Carter Bryant, going to the line for 2. Kenny, yeah, we did that with Halo 1. So my buddy Bry, and Jeff, you're still in the chat, he knows, we would have one Xbox upstairs and one downstairs, and 4 of us would be downstairs on a TV, and 4 of us would be upstairs on a TV. Those are good old days. Who just ran to the locker room? Who's running to the locker room? That's how they call fouls. That's the XGA magic right there. Mitch is saying, this is BS. I was like, there was an awful SGA foul. Groot, help me out. I don't know if you guys remember this one. But the SGA drew a foul on, it was Champagne, I think? It was one of the Thunder games, and apparently SGA does this tactic, and I think it should be an offensive foul. But it's when the offensive player takes a jump shot, right? They're taking a jump shot, but they land with their legs, they land with their feet kind of like this. Kelvin in the paint, and he finally scored off the glass. And actually was upgraded to a flagrant 1 on the Spurs. I don't remember who it was. Total BS call. 93-80 under a minute to go. Both teams in the bonus now. Jazz with it at the moment. It's on Netflix. Okay. And almost a turnover, and the ball's being batted around. The Jazz come away with it. 8 on the shot clock. There's a drive by Filipowski. And blocked by Cornette. Why are they taking it at Cornette? Have you not learned your lesson? Now we have a bunch of whistles. Shot clock need to be reset. You can't find it on a Netflix? Oh, I don't know then. Webby made me in the tunnel on the bike. Oh, okay. It was on Dylan Harper. Yeah, great. I remember that. I recently saw that replay. It was actually today, and I was like, that's BS to call in on the defense and call a flagrant. It's like if an offensive player is taking a jump shot and then puts his feet out, that's ridiculous. Jazz ball. They got a new 14 on the shot clock. I should give him 18 for some reason. And they're going to hit by Kevin Love, and I think he was blocked by Cornette too. The follow-up is an air ball. Ball's going to go out of bounds. That's got to be Spurs ball. Spurs ball. We are playing the Rockets tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern. Dragon, yeah. I mean, I hate saying it, but I think OKC is playing a little dirty. Just putting that out there. No shocker to anybody. They have great players, too. I wish they didn't have to resort to any antics. Fox with the ball standing on the Spurs logo. 6 to go. There's a switch. Fox now going to take a 3. Okay. That lead a little better. 16. Clayton Jr. with the half-court 3. Nope. I don't think Victor's out the rest of the game unless this turns into a blowout. If it turns into a blowout, that could be a different story. But right now, the Spurs up by 16. Their biggest lead of the game. Finally starting to pull away a little bit on the Utah Jazz. And nice to see De'Aaron hitting his shots tonight. Luke Chamberlain. All right. We're in the fourth quarter, so let's see if I can do it. I said a little while ago in the next timeout, I would see if I can name 10 NHL teams, minus the Dallas Stars, because I already said them tonight. So can I name 10? Do you guys think I can do it? Good grief. Call of Duty Modern Warfare was a big fan. I was a fan of those, 1 and 2. All right. The easy ones. The Boston Bruins, the New York Rangers, and the Montreal Canadiens, New Jersey Devils, and if any of these teams are not teams anymore, please let me know. Oh, shoot. The Los Angeles Kings? Or crap, are they in Vegas now? No, I think they're still the LA Kings, aren't they? Hope that's right. There is a Las Vegas Knights. Oh, this sucks. Detroit Red Wings. Chicago Blackhawks, unless they made them change their name. I should know more of the Canadian teams, eh? Ottawa Senators. They might not be a team anymore. Oh, this is embarrassing. Tampa Bay has a team, right? Isn't there a Mighty Ducks? Was there the Anaheim Mighty Ducks, or are they gone? I'm throwing teams out here, but they might not be teams anymore. I threw 10 out. I forgot the St. Louis Blues. Were those 10? Were some of those teams not around anymore? I said Dallas Stars earlier. This is Seattle Kraken. Is that real? The Anaheim Mighty Ducks are just the Ducks now. I forgot the Islanders. I told you, I'm not an NHL fan. San Jose Sharks. All those were right? Okay. So I did 10 and just barely made it. Yeah, Kiro, the fourth quarter for the Spurs has been rough lately. How did I miss the Islanders? I'm in Northeast. And I forgot the Pittsburgh Penguins. The Philadelphia Flyers. Yeah, I'm oh, technically the Golden Knights. Well, you get the gist of it. I suck with hockey. But I can name more hockey teams than WNBA, but actually I should be able to because there's 32. Buffalo Sabres, Yahoy boy. So as you guys are saying them, I forgot the Washington, the Caps. And I lived in the DC area for a decade. Name 3 soccer teams. United States Women's National Team. What, you want me to do Premier League, Mike? Shoot. Manchester. There was Manchester. Manchester had a team. Manchester City. Was it Manchester United? Crap, it's been a while. Fourth quarter under the way. Harper with a steal. Nice, Dylan Harper. And now it's stolen back by Walter Clayton, and now an easy bucket by Isaiah Collier. There's Manchester United. I mean, there's United States Women's National Team, but that doesn't count. There's a team in Washington, a soccer team, but I can't remember their name. And now found Wemby. Oh my God, I'm trying to remember 3 Premier League teams, and I can only name 2. Manchester City. This is embarrassing. I'm trying not to look at the chat. I know there's some country names, and it should be easy. But I'm struggling. Wemby with the ball. Now another foul. Foul's on Nurkic. Shoot, who's that team that was really good and almost undefeated the year I watched? Damn it. I just remember Manchester City. Liverpool, Chelsea. Yeah, there they are. I literally just blanking on all of them. And now another foul. Is this on Nurkic again? This is... Wow. A lot of fouls. Can we get to 500 likes for that heroic effort to name teams from other sports? Oh, you guys are putting me through the ringer. Do you want me to name golfers now? You kidding me? What am I trying to get to? Can I get to 5? DC Kid, I'm watching NBA League Pass. Golfers. I hope I can use retired guys. Tiger Woods. Shoot. Tiger Woods. Wemby into the paint. Fouled again! Tiger Woods. Jack Nicklaus. Who's the drunk guy? Oh my God. I don't know if I can name 5 golfers. I don't know any female golfers. There was an Asian golfer, Chinese girl. I don't remember her name. Tiger Woods, Jack Nicklaus. I'm trying to remember the drunk guy. This is awful. Wemby's at the line for 2. Well, I'm trying to think of more than 2 golfers. Rory McIlroy? Is that one? Rory, something like that? Rory, something. Happy Gilmore? That's 4. I'm just going to try to get to 5. Damn it, who's the drunk guy that used to yell? A little chubby. I can't remember his name. Arnold Palmer. I remember the video game. Arnold Palmer. John Daly. I got 5. Wait, does Happy Gilmore count? Wemby's other free throw was good. Does Happy Gilmore count? I hope he does. Thank you for pointing for the ringer tonight, guys. Embarrassing myself. Tiger was the easy one, obviously. Jazz ball. Mikhailuk for three. No good. Spurs ball up by 16. 10:50 to go. John Dale. Yeah, that's what I was trying to mark. Harper. Dylan Harper drives into the paint and throws it down with two hands. Wow.
Thunder. 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 Dunk of justice.
And a turnover. Fox in the paint and alley-oop to Carter Bryant. Carter with another dunk. Hallelujah. William, there's 5 Spurs players right there. There's 5 on the court. You're trolling on that one. Carter Bryant with 2 dunks tonight. How Carter got his groove back. Somebody asked me to name Spurs YouTubers. Not including myself. I don't think I can name 5. Clan the Spurs fan, SSPN. There's a Spurs Bros. Right? Is it called Spurs Bros or Spurs Brothers? Spurs Digest. Isaiah Collier blocked by Wemby. Spurs ball. Wemby will bring it up for the... I turned it over. Turnover by Wemby. Jazz on a fast break and an easy dunk for Nurkic. Whoops. Wrong team. Clan, SSPN, Spurs Digest, Spurs Bros. Locked on Spurs. There, I did 5. I got 5. Wemby with the ball. Whole lots of fakes. And throws it up. No good. Fouled going to the line for 2. I don't know, J-Rock. So is Venom a Spurs channel now, Phil? Or is he a reaction to the Spurs win? Or I don't know. I don't know what he is. As it stands, I don't know that one. I actually don't watch any Spurs channels. I really don't, and I hate to say that. I used to watch SSPN a little bit. With the advent of a relationship and a second YouTube channel, I don't have time. I really don't. I admittedly did watch one Clan video when he did Sohan is back, and I was waiting for his follow-up, Sohan is gone again, but he never did it. I think I watched a little bit with his Jeremy Sohan plushie. I was like, oh, he's so happy Jeremy's here. And I was like, now Jeremy's right back gone again. Venom reacts as a Spurs reactor. He's become a big fan. Okay. Well, I mean, a lot of people become fans of the Spurs this year. I mean, the Spurs are getting views now, and that's not a knock to him. But if you wouldn't cover the Spurs 3 years ago, would you? And that's because of Wemby. As Miss TSR said, Wemby's a gateway for a lot of people. He brings views. He's one of the top 5 most searched players in the NBA. I mean, it makes sense. A lot of people are covering the Spurs now. It's a bummer that some of the old school OGs have stopped when the Spurs are at their peak of Spursiness. Popularity, I guess, at the moment. In the last 6 years. There's a miss. Spurs ball. Cassie with the $8 super chat says, imagine if Pop shows up to the Spurs playoffs. Watching on the side, I would die and cry. He probably will be there. I wouldn't be shocked, Cassie. Kelvin with the miss. Jazz ball down by 20. Well, Mike, you can say it. I'm not going to say it, but probably. Maybe. I don't know. So King Horry, DC Trees, the one that I was just referencing. He is the oldest Spurs content creator I know of on. We're in a timeout, so we'll talk about this real quick. The oldest content creator I know of on YouTube. I think he started covering the Spurs a decade ago, way before me, maybe even longer. And he quit over a year ago, and I'm like, man, the Spurs are finally successful again. Not if he's actually been doing it 10 years. He covered success before the fall. I started during the fall. I started this channel in 2019 right at the start of the decline. But he's not been here for the boom, and I kind of feel bad, but it's obviously nothing I can do about it. No, Phil, he's done. He hasn't posted. Actually, I'll look him up real quick. But he's the, as far as I know, OGest of content creators, and he's hung him up, and I get it. It's tough putting up content on a regular basis. Let me look him up real quick. Let me see I don't think he's put up a video in a long time. His last video, it says His last video is my favorite Wemby play. It says 1 year ago. I'm going to click on it to actually get a date on it. His last video was put up on March 29th, 2024. He actually has not made content in almost 2 years. So he was here for Wemby's rookie year. And that was it. Hung him up. Hey, that happens. We're getting close to 500 thumbs up. If you'd like to become an official member and sponsor TSR Sports, because this is all I'm going to ask for, hit the thumbs up. Fast, free, nutritious, and delicious. And we only need 17 more to get to number 500. Number Daytona 500, if you're a NASCAR fan. I'm actually not. Please don't ask me to name 5 NASCAR drivers. I can tell you right now, I cannot. Or maybe I can. I don't know. The Hawks lost again. I'm all for that. Keep crying, Houston. What's going on? Ronald, thank you for stopping in. I like what I'm seeing at Carter tonight. Breaking out a little bit. Hope everything's good. Yeah, I hope so too. Phil, into the chat. There was a Giants YouTuber who was not too far from my age I worked with a few times. And I went to his channel and there was some white guy on there because he was not white. And I was like, what the hell's going on here? And I found out he died. And somebody else took over his channel. I was like, holy crap. I don't remember the name of the channel because I've stepped away once I found out he passed away. It was a while back, but man. All right, Tony. Catch you later. And no, so Marlo, I don't think we can afford another top 5 pick. I mean, when you look, I mean, we can afford their contract now, but when they're on extension, that's just going to get crazier and crazier. So name, surname, I mean, Dale Earnhardt Jr., Jeff Gordon. Wemby with the ball for the Spurs out on three-point land. I'll try to get to 5 while I'm calling the game. I don't know if I'm able to do it. Is it Richard Penny and Kyle Penny? Is that right? Is that 5 actually right there? Wemby with a bullet pass to Carter Bryant. Bryant in the paint, fadeaway jumper. Tough shot, no good. Foul going to the line for 2. Carter Bryant's career high, by the way, is 10. Let's see if we can get it tonight. Antony, so the Spurs looked rough, all things considered, in the first half because they're playing a lesser team, but they've turned it up in the second half. Tom Petty? No, not a NASCAR driver. Carter Bryant's first free throw is good. Let's go. 10 points on 4 of 5 shooting. So he's tied his career high. If Carter Bryant makes this free throw, he'll have a new career high. Come on, Carter. New career high for Carter Bryant. Let's go. Good for him. It's that one game in the G League, guys, I'm telling you. Makes a difference. I'm happy for him. I'm legit happy for him. Walter Clayton Jr. into the paint. Throws it out to Nurkic. Nurkic going to drive on Carter Bryant and throws up an air ball. Or he got blocked. Gets the ball back. Shot clock violation. I've never seen Tank Girl. This is 2 straight 30 games for Wemby. Aesthetic Fruit. He had 39 against the Timberwolves. Maybe Carter will play the rest of the fourth quarter and get to 15. I don't know. Wemby with the ball out in three-point land. I see Castle, Wemby, Keldon, Carter, and De'Aaron. Wemby's just going to launch a 3. Off the rim, and off the rim, and good! Are you kidding me? For you guys that are watching this, is that ridiculous? That thing bounced off the rim 3 times before it finally went in. 33 for Wemby on 7 of 11 from 3. There's a drive and late whistle, fouls on Keldon, I think. Larry Gardner, thank you for stopping in. Lucky bounce. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually hit the rim 4 or 5 times. Nice, Wemby. I don't know about you guys, but I am hungry. It's 7:09 where I am. There you go, Jeff. Jeff loves it when Wemby takes... He's taking, 12 threes right now or something? 1 rebound for Victor. Why is that? Yup. Oh, is it for a double-double? David Robinson's in the house. And mine. Woo! David Robinson. That Mike, it did bounce... Well, not better. So, here's why Kawhi's shot was better. Wemby's, I think, did bounce around more. 2 free throws good for the Jazz. But Kawhi's shot was a buzzer beater, game-winning shot. I think that didn't steal the series. So, I mean, you can't compare a regular game shot early in the fourth quarter of a blowout. Champagny for 3 to a game winner. That's not fair. Admiral with a salute to you. Come on, Wemby, let's get that double-double. Jazz ball down 112-89. Yeah, Brady, I usually eat no later than 6, and it's an hour past my eating time. Spurs ball after the miss. Castle brings it up for the Spurs, and he's going to get fouled. And we are in the bonus, so that's 2 free throws coming up for Steph. Bald head Wemby has been different. He really has. Kawhi shot made him be. Yeah, it did. Now, this is a Jazz team I know and love. So my friend Jeff Kaplan-Gadugan is a Jazz fan, and yes, he's used to seeing this a lot, unfortunately. Jeff, I'm not sure if you're aware, but it appears the Jazz are back into a soft tank mode already with Larry Markin just missing games now left and right because of illness. Steph misses the first free throw. Yes, grant us revenge! Jazz did beat us last time we played them, so I mean, now they did have Markin, so that probably made a huge difference, but they did beat us. So, can we see Sohan tonight? Could we see a Jeremy Sohan sighting? Possibly around the 4-minute mark if the Spurs are still up by 20. So yes, we should. Wemby, he missed them both. Damn it, Steph! French Vanilla is on the court.
French vanilla in the air tonight.
Arnold just had... Wait, who I got in the championship? Oh, I'm not watching it, so I have no idea. Working on getting that number 5 pick. Yeah, the Utah Jazz have never had the first overall pick, ever. That's got to hurt if you're a Jazz fan. Spurs ball. Castle on 3-point land. Zips it over to Wemby. Wemby, you going to fire for another 3? What are you doing here? Yep, step back 3. No good. How many threes for Fox? Nathan, I want to say he has like 2-ish. Jazz ball down by 21. 6 minutes to go. Time running out for Utah. It is empty in the San Antonio Arena, by the way. There's a lot of empty seats. Nurkic in the paint. No good over Cornette. Spurs ball. Castle get it up to Harper. Harp will slowly... Nope, Harp's going to take off into the paint. A little step back. Spins around. Gets it out to Castle. Castle now takes off. And he almost turned the ball over. Gets it back. Back to Harper. Harper catch and shoot 3. Count it! 24-point game. Brady, not many people live in Utah. And thank you, I-West6. Appreciate that. Vera lives in Utah. I'm sorry. Somehow, I live in Connecticut. That's not the somehow. I live in Connecticut, and I have not 1 but 2 friends that are Jazz fans. What are the odds? There's a layup by Walter Clayton Jr., and he takes a spill after the layup. We have a timeout. Yep, Wemby is an all-star. Can we get to 600 likes for this great lead? I don't know, can we? Do we have enough people? Ralph, thank you for stopping in. Go Spurs Go, good day, Mr. TSR. Same to you. Thank you, Veronica says, if you haven't smacked that like yet, do it. Yeah, Vera, I was actually rooting for the Jazz against the Bulls in 96, 97, because the Bulls have already won 4. I'm like, let's see a team win it that's never won it before. Yeah, didn't happen. Yeah, Prod, that didn't come out right. Somehow I have 2 friends that are Jazz fans, and I live in Connecticut. One's in Mass, one's in Connecticut. There's not been a pineapple Wemby. Man, if Wemby had a pineapple, he'd be, 8 feet tall? Felix, a buddy of mine, has to drive to Groton for work from the Hartford area. He absolutely hates it. Brady says, how's Connecticut? I'm in Florida, so I couldn't handle any more cold if it gets under 60. Well, Brady, I tell you right now, I'm sure it's under 60. Probably under 40. It's 26. Why am I getting a notification from whatnot? Somebody live then on Super World Comics. Yeah, whatever. Wemby does have an 8-foot wingspan. It is ridiculous. Never been to Utah, but sounds cool. I mean, it's the home state of jazz music, right? Okay. Fair enough. We are in a commercial break. The Spurs are up by 22. Nice road trip. Wemby was kung fu fighting. Those shots were fast as lightning. Why is when Daryl? I gotta think he's coming out. Leaser D Paris, hi from France. Thank you for stopping in. North Florida in his 29 last night. John Wick is in the chat. Oh, I'm back. Thank you for coming in, John Wick. Just don't beat anybody up. Swiss said Wemby has to play at least 65 games to get Defensive Player of the Year. Right now, he is on pace to play more than 65, but not a lot more. So he's got to stay healthy. France is how they pronounce it in 1980. You mean like Hans and Franz? House and House, what's up? I'm also from France, watching you all night for the Spurs. Thank you for stopping in, all you guys. Appreciate you. I got to sniffle, so I'm going to mute my microphone. Alvin, he dunked twice. Does Ant hate Wemby? There might be a rivalry brewing there, which is good. I want to see rivalries. I don't want to see all this buddy swap jersey nonsense. I want to see players, I don't want to say hate, but dislike play. Oh, look at Mr. Robinson on Sesame Street. That's just how I look in a tank top. Dude was freaking jacked. That was 30 years ago? Wow. Yeah, sounds about right. 1996. 30 likes from 600. Nice. Yes, I am Timothy. I am running a scoreboard. That is all me. Cornette missed a huge dunk and alley-oop. And he couldn't finish it. 4:55 to go. So I'm running a game clock. I'm running the scoreboard, watching the game, talking to you guys, and calling the game. It's a hectic, but I enjoy it. 115-93. Jazz down by 22. And the Spurs still have... Well, Wemby's out. But they still have some starters in the game. Actually, they have Castle in the game. He's the only starter. Never mind. Cody Williams hits a three from the corner. Mike, I don't think so. That might have the best physique in the NBA of all time. He's not the biggest guy, but he's probably the most ripped guy. Keldon into the paint. Layup's no good. Keldon really struggling tonight. He's only got 2 points. I'm surprised the benches aren't empty yet. There's a three down the other end. That is no good. The ball's going to go out of bounds. And, oh, Filipowski crashed into a ref on the way out of bounds. Ref is down too. Thank you, Grant. What's up, Gino? So, Gribbler, Wemmy's not up there because he hasn't played enough games yet. Thank you, Poppy. Poet named JT, thank you for stopping in. If you guys are just stopping in, make sure you hit the thumbs up. We're trying to get to 600 for the Spurs. 30th win of the year. 30. 2 out of the last 3 years, the Spurs didn't even get to 30 wins. The Keldon Johnson year, they were 22-60. Wemby's rookie year, they were 22-60. You're welcome, Timothy. 24 likes at 600. Dwight Howard was jacked too. His shoulders were massive. And now we have a challenge by the Spurs. Challenge. Are we challenging? Oh, Filipowski's pushing Dylan Harper on the back. That should have been a foul. Desmond Bane has short arms, though, Mike. He's got those little T-Rex arms. Doesn't he? Isn't his wingspan shorter than his height? Which usually most people, your wingspan's more than your height, and he's got it, like, reversed. Harper, 6 of 7, 10 points. 5 assists. Good game. Yup. I mean, this replay does not look good for Filipowski. Thank you, Poppy. Says 23 more likes. Larry, you know what? Go Spurs, go to all of you. Let me throw Go Spurs, go up. Apparently times 2. Yeah, Keldon with a rough game tonight, Quad. Just couldn't get it going. But you know what? He shouldn't have to get it going every night. Desmond Bane was the main antagonist at Jurassic Park. Wait, did we lose that call? Yeah, what about the push? Thank you, Poppy. Poppy, are you a Yankees or Giants fan? Because I am a Yankees and Giants fan. I do cover them in shorts on the tee. So Filipowski pushes Harper in the back, and that's not a foul? Are the Jazz sellers at the trade night? Kessler's hurt, M. Miles. He had surgery for, I think, a torn labrum. out for the year. So, I mean, I don't see the Spurs trading for a player that's on the IL. All right, it's Jazz ball, down by 19. And I'm happy for Carter, too, Colette. Career high tonight. He hit 2 dunks, hit a 3. There's a foul on the Spurs. Yeah, right, Andy? I just heard that's the last team foul for the Spurs can give. So they must have heard I'm hungry, so they're like, we're gonna extend this game with some BS fouls. Carver, you could be onto something there. Like, oh, it looks bad if we lose too many challenges. Let's BS this one, right? I think the Jazz are going to want too much for Lowry, Jacob. Clayton Jr. into the paint. Kicks it out for 3 to Filipowski in the corner. No good. Cody Williams on an offensive rebound. Under 4 minutes to go. Spurs up by 19. There's a runner by Keontae George and 1. You know, Nave's turning, I'm not totally opposed to giving Jordan McLaughlin's little bit of time he does get to David Jones-Garcia. Really, that's a good question because I don't know how long I want to wait for my dinner. If I want to throw something in the microwave that's quick or something that'll take a half hour. Yeah, I'm going, why are people saying Carter Bryant's a bust? It's too early. It's his rookie year. Shooter McGavin. Oh, that would have been a good goal for Addy Tirola. Good one. You have to be very specific on how they word challenges. All right, Mike, I'll catch you later. I'm going to be up till the end because that's what I do. 115.99. And Fox is back in there. We're on a back-to-back tomorrow. Why is Darren Fox coming back in? Castle's still in there. And alley-oop to Cornette. And Cornette actually tried passing the ball to Kellman and turned over, but he gets it back and dunks it. Well, okay then. What's up, Roy Fox? I'm really shocked we're not full garbage time crew yet. Like, you know, Carter Bryant, Sohan, McLaughlin, Biombo. Where's our Biombo? Castle with the ball, 3-point land, 32 assists for the Spurs, 30 for the Jazz. And now Luke Cornette is on the ground. He got decked by somebody. Yeah, low weight. I'm surprised he's not in there. We got Carter for his D. Imagine SG being guarded by Bryant and then exhausting himself to get past Carter to get to the paint and meet Wemby. Sohan is not seen the court today. No Sohan. Some Ronald McSohan. Oh, come on. Let's not hate on Jeremy. Too much. No, let's not hate on Jeremy. Luke's at the line, misses the first free throw. Why is Castle still in the game? We're playing tomorrow night. Mitch! It's 3 minutes left. Felix, I'm a little ways away from Meriden, but it's not. It's where I go to my comic warehouse that I go to every 2 weeks is in Meriden. On the Philbox Comics channel. Yeah, why are backups not coming in? 3 in the corner is an air ball. The air ball was caught by Filipowski. In the paint, Kyle double pumping, and then guess it's Cody Williams. Spurs want a goaltend or a basket interference, and they're going to get that. The same thing that happened to Carter Bryant last week. Went to dunk the ball, was hanging on the rim. It was still in the cylinder. Basket interference. No, Wemby's done, Aaron. Wemby's done. No way Wemby comes back. Now a turnover by the Spurs. But Darren Fox and Castle are still in there. And Champagny, that's 3 starters. Keontae George for 3 from the corner. And I guess that's why he's keeping them in. Oh, last time we brought our garbage time crew in against the, who was it? The first one of the 2-game win streak. Didn't they get crushed in the 4th quarter? Castle in the paint, jumper good. Nice job, Steph. Wemby's still on a minutes restriction, and with the game tomorrow night, they're resting Wemby. Kazi with the $8 super chat says, can we ask Wemby how to bring more aliens to the NBA? What do we need to trade? So more aliens on the Spurs? Kazi, thank you for the super chat. I don't know if Maxine Reyno counts as an alien. We could have had him. Bart, that's actually exactly what I asked for. Close game in the first, dominant in the second. 2 free throws coming up for Kyle Filipowski. And I got to think the bench is going to get cleared for the Spurs now. And we got the 600 thumbs up. Thank you, guys. And yes, Chris, Wemby is starting. Filipowski's first free throw is good. Carter, actually, no. I see Carter Bryant and Jeremy Sohan just sitting on the bench. Really? Luke, Kelvin, Stefan, De'Aaron, and Julian are still in there. What are we doing? It's a 14-point. I don't know enough about Olivier kicking. All right, I guess we're keeping some of our starters out there with 2 minutes to go. Boxes the ball into the paint, gets to the Castle. Castle's fouled, and he's going to go to the line for 2. The Mavs are still beating the Knicks big. Are they really? Haven't the Knicks been kind of on a decline since they won the NBA Cup? No, the Kawhi will never come back. Exactly. Too much animosity. Kawhi did not leave on good terms. He's not coming back. No way. He's having a good year this year, though. To his credit, isn't he having like one of his best years in a while, averaging, I think, 28 points a game? He's leading the NBA in steals. Steph misses another free throw! Oh, Flynn, thank you for stopping. I think he's missed 3 free throws in a row now. He was 2 of 6 in a recent game. I think it was the last game against the Timberwolves. I have not prod. Max Christie hit 8 threes for Dallas. Steph made the second one. No, Phil, he doesn't, but I can't see him coming back here, ever. Steph with 18 points, 2 rebounds, and 8 assists. The turnovers and the missed free throws are still driving me crazy, though. Clayton Jr. into the paint. Dishes it off, and now it's a turnover. Spurs ball. Castle bringing it up for San Antonio. Throws up a tough shot. I did not like that. And ends up getting the offensive rebound after the Cornet tip. Slow it down. You guys are up by 15. Steph now launching a 3. And then Champagny hammers it down on the offensive rebound. There you go, Julian. Good morning from Singapore. Right way, Mr. Ramo, we're up double digits. Run the clock. You're doing exactly what the Jazz want you to do, and here we have a timeout. I got to think we're going to finally empty the bench with a minute left. No, Adrian, I'm not going to watch any of it. I honestly don't even know who's playing tonight. I don't. This will be the Spurs' 3rd win in a row. Carter Bryant with a career high. And maybe we have some Biyombo and Sohan time. I don't know. Maybe. Thank you for 600 thumbs up. Let's see if we can get some of the guys in here that don't normally play. Indiana, Miami. I had no idea, Phil. I don't watch college football. I had no idea. Is this the Rose Bowl tonight? 7 players in double digits, 4 bench players with a block. Nice. 2 clutch, Corey. We're in a timeout. We'll see who Mitch puts in after the timeout. Could we see a Seahawks and Patriots Super Bowl again? Gretna made audios. Thank you for stopping in. I'm shocked the Seahawks are in the NFC Conference Championship game. I don't even know where their quarterback is. It's not Geno Smith anymore, is it? I really have checked out of football the last few years with the Giants being a disaster. I can't name 3 players on the Seattle Seahawks right now. The Seahawks were 14-3 this year? I did not know they were that good. I sincerely did not. Wow. All right, back to the game. It is Spurs ball. I see Lindy Waters taking a 3 and bricking it. And it's going to go out of bounds. I see Kelly Olynyk, Jordan McLaughlin, Carter Bryant. No Sohan. No Sohan, guys. Oh, my gosh. Sam Darnold. That's right, Ernie. Filipowski with the bucket. Still no Sohan. All right, Bart. RIP, yeah, RIP Sohan, yeah. No Biyombo either. I was surprised Dylan Harper's playing. Dylan Harper, why not put Sohan in over Harper? McLaughlin with the ball. And now fouling the Jazz. Gino, I think Jeremy is either going to get traded before the All-Star break, or he's going to he's just going to leave via free agency. I can't see any way, shape, or form he's a Spur next year at this point. Kelly Olynyk at the line for 2. Misses the first free throw. Proddy's not been on the injury report, though. I don't think the Spurs know how to use him. or he just doesn't fit the rotation. It doesn't fit. He doesn't fit. Olynyk missed them both. All right, 123, 110. 35 seconds to go. Jazz ball. Filipowski with the ball with 8 on the shot clock. Gets it into Cody Williams. There's a miss. And Dylan Harper bringing it up for the Spurs. There's about 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock, and he's just going to dribble it. You know what? I don't think we really can get anything for Sohan. He's not playing. His trade value is he's averaging 4.5 points a game, guys. His trade value, maybe a second rounder. If you package a pick, maybe you could get a bench player. Not going to get much. And no name, surname, he can't. He can't. The Jazz should not be taking a shot, and they're not. They're going to dribble it out. There's our final. Well, it was a little closer than we thought it would be throughout the game. However, 123 to 110, I'll take it. Yes, Miss TSR did ask the Giannis for Sohan trade. I said, what if salaries don't matter? And she said, I don't care. We're not doing it. Mr. Ramo, I don't know. I really don't know. Thank you, Cobry. It's a win. Maybe a little ugly. The Spurs now will play tomorrow night, a little over 24 hours from now, against the Rockets at 8 p.m. Eastern. Of course, I will be live for that. I'm going to get something to eat shortly. The Bald Spurs are 3. They are 3-0. Please hit the thumbs up if you're on your way out. Well, let's get to the end of game stats because, well, it's the end of the game. And that's what I do. Interviewing HB right now. Oh, they're talking about shaving HB's head. They're all doing this. HB's like, no. No. All right. To the box score we go. And the second half was much better for the Spurs than the first half. That's for darn sure. Spurs outscored the Jazz 35-23 in the Spurred quarter. So that was really the big divisive quarter for the Spurs tonight. Pulling up the stats, we'll go over the Jazz first. Cody Williams had a rough night, 5 points on 2 of 7 shooting. Yusuf Nurkic, solid game, 20 points, 9 boards, 5 assists. Svi Mihailuk with 10 points. Keontae George did score 30, but really got bailed out from the free throw line tonight. He was 7 of 20 from the field, but 12 of 14 from the line. So did a good job of drawing fouls and getting to the line. Ace Bailey with 8 points. He had a little spot where he was scoring, and then he just kind of disappeared after that. Off the bench, Kevin Love with 6 points and 11 rebounds. All right, Kevin, I see it from here. Kyle Filipowski with 13, Isaiah Collier with 10, and Walter Clayton Jr. with 8. For the night, the Jazz shot 40, 35, 85. They turned the ball over 13 times, and they took 27 free throws. The Spurs did catch up. Is Carter going to bang the drum? All right, this is an interview. Never mind. Spurs took 25 free throws. We turned it over 13 times and shot 56, 42, 76. For San Antonio, Harrison Barnes with 10 points. So it looks like he's coming out of his slump a little bit. Still can't rebound to save his life. Had 1 board tonight. Julian Champagnie with 13 points. Victor Wembanyama in 26 minutes scored 33 points. Was 7 of 12 from 3, 10 rebounds. So a double-double plus 2 steals and 2 blocks. Nice game for Wemby. De'Aaron Fox with 14 points and 8 assists. And 4 steals. Nice swiper. Castle, another mixed bag for him. 18 points on 5 of 9 shooting. I like, even though 1 of 4 from 3 is not really cutting it. 7 of 10 from the line is... It's not terrible, but it could, I'd like to make 1 more. 2 rebounds, 8 assists, which I like. 18 and 8 is good, but the 4 turnovers. My God, can he just have a streak where he has 5 games of 3 or less? He gets like 2 or 3 games where he only has 1 turnover, 2 turnovers, and it seems like he's on the right path, and then he has one of these games where he gets 4 or 5, and it's like, damn it, Steph. Off the bench, we had a lot of guys with 0 because a lot of this was garbage time. Kelly Olynyk, Lindy Waters, and Jordan McLaughlin all had 0, although Kelly and Lindy did play 7 and 5 minutes respectively. Kelly was 0 for 2 from the line, and Lindy was 0 for 3 from the floor. Keldon Johnson, a very quiet night tonight. In 24 minutes, he only had 2 points, 1 of 4 from the floor, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, a turnover, and 2 blocks. Not our typical Keldon night. Luke Cornett with 7 and 7 and 4 and 3 blocks. Dylan Harper, nice night, very efficient, 15 points on 6 of 7 shooting and 5 assists. And now we're going to talk about Carter Bryant. 14 points, 14 minutes, a career high, 11 points, 4 of 5 from the field, including not 1, but 2 slam dunks, 3 rebounds, 2 blocked shots, a steal. Easily the best game of Carter Bryant's career, as this wasn't all garbage time. This was when the game counted. So congratulations to Carter Bryant. maybe this could be the game where he starts to turn the corner a little bit and starts getting some quality minutes and looks good for us. And since you guys were talking about Sohan earlier, if Carter Bryant continues to play better, that means less and less opportunities for Jeremy Sohan. Jeremy's only like, I think, 1 inch taller than Carter. Carter, from what I can tell, the much more athletic player. He's obviously the much more athletic player. Can hit the 3. Yeah, I think Carter's going to replace Jeremy at some point. Fontswine, did Castle make the All-Star team? Because no, he's not been playing like an All-Star lately. He's been struggling. He's had moments, but it's the turnovers. If he clean up the turnovers, he'd be fine. Castle was 9th on All-Star voting. Was he really? HB donated $50,000 to the San Antonio MLK Junior Commission. Did he really? So I will say this about HB. From what I hear, he's a great locker room guy, and he has been a fantastic guy in the San Antonio community, from what I hear. Just, stand-up type of guy, the type of guy you want in the locker room, a good role model for, a lot of the players on the team. Just, I don't like him at the 4. He's not a starting power forward. If he was our starting 3, a 3-point shooter, not a great defender, not a great rebounder, but at the 3, I can at least accept that to a degree. But we don't have a legit guy to put at a starting 4. Kazi with another super chat. Thank you, Kazi. Cool back-to-back wins. Let's go Spurs. Love Kazi. Kazi, actually, it's back-to-back. That's 3 wins in a row for the Spurs. We're actually going to pull up the standings here. I know I should probably be eating, but I'm going to pull up the standings and see where we stand. Haha, pun intended, after the Spurs win. All right, back to ESPN. It might not be updated yet. It still shows us with 29 wins, so I didn't think it would be updated that quickly. But with this win, the Spurs move to 30-13. The Thunder are 36-8. Spurs are actually the standings are updated. Spurs are 30-13. The Nuggets are 29-14. So we're a full game ahead of Denver. Minnesota is 27-16. So we are 3 games ahead of Minnesota. The Rockets are 25-15, and we are 3.5 ahead of Minnesota. And the Lakers have been looking a little rough lately. 25-16 for LA. We are 4 games ahead of LA. And then the Suns, who are sitting at 7th, are 25-17. We're 4.5 games ahead of them. The reason I'm going over this is that the Spurs are a top 6 team in the Western Conference. They don't have to deal with the play-in. They automatically make the playoffs. My prediction when the season started was 50 wins and playoff team, not play-in team. So it looks looking good. The Portland Trailblazers are 500. The Clippers are the 10th team. They're 19-23. They're on a 6-game heater. Kawhi has been playing great. But I think they're just too far. They have 10 more losses than us. They're way too far behind in that respect. I think top 4 seed seems very likely. We're number 2 right now. And top 6 definitely. Unless, there's another injury. Spurs should be a top 6 team, and we'll be in the playoffs for the first time since 2019. And I can't wait to finally call some playoff games with you guys. I don't think there's many of you that were here when I called a few playoff games back in April of 2019. Maybe nobody, for that matter. The channel was very small when I called those 2 playoff games. It was just at the start of the channel. I know I had under 1,000 subscribers for sure. So it'd be nice to call some playoff games. Yeah, Veronica, I ate some dinner. I'm getting hungry. So let me minimize this. I will be back tomorrow night for the Rockets. That is 8 p.m. Eastern. Make sure you hit the old subscribe button if you haven't done so. You can still hit the thumbs up on the way out. I don't know if I'll have a video up for the Spurs tomorrow. Maybe I will. I haven't done a... Thank you, Calvin. Thank you, Names for Name. Thank you, everybody. Maybe I'll try to do a Spurs video tomorrow and get one up at around 11 o'clock a.m. my time. It's been a few days, so yeah, I'll try to do that. I will eventually put a short up of the box opening for Miss TSR myself. I have the video. I just haven't had time to edit it because it's going to be turned into a short, and I got to keep moving us around, and I just haven't had time to do it. So that's all I got, guys. Do you only give mod? No prod. Actually, I only know one person that's a mod in the chat. That's it. Everybody else is, I know them on YouTube. Jeff is the only one that's, Captain Cadogan's the only person I actually know that's a mod on the channel. And he's been coming to the channel for a few years, and then I've known him for 25 years. Truck Build says we're finishing no less than a 2nd seed. All right, you know what? I like it. 2nd seed? Yeah, we'll take that. All right, my friends, I'm going to wrap it up. I am hungry. Thank you all for hanging out here on a Monday afternoon. It was a weird game time, but We got to win, so let's keep it going. On behalf of myself and the couch contingent, what you going to do when TSR Sports runs wild on you? Go Spurs, go! I'm hitting the wrong button to stop the stream. Stop OBS. I need to stop this over here. Here we go. Go Spurs, go for real this time.